What's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Cigar Avengers Podcast. I'm your host, Cigar Head Fred, and I'm joined today by my brother, Mr. Freak. I can't. Never mind. I can't call him the Freaky Frog on this episode.
Mm-hmm.
The wholesomest frog on the planet Earth of the planet of the
Oh,
Earth.
oh,
Inomatic is in the
oh,
building. Inomatic is in the building. What up, Ino?
Hey, see, I'm chilling. See, the one thing I can't do is so I'm on the phone, so I can't read the comments.
Don't worry,
I can't. So I can't see what Darshawn's gonna be saying.
Man, I don't even know. He ain't said nothing yet, so I don't. He may not be. He may not be in here yet. What's up, everybody? What's up, y'all? Listen tonight. As we're waiting on Eddie, he should be here pretty soon. But I'm lighting up this LFD Suave, the LFD Suave. This is the Maximo. I got the big boy. This the 6x54 ring gauge, and so I've smoked this before. As a matter of fact, when we had our packs with Small Batch, and also shout out to our sponsors. Shout out to Small Batch. We appreciate them. Now make sure you head over to Small Batch, type in our code, whether it could be in all caps or not. Type in Cigar Avengers, not Cigar Avengers, just type in Avengers, and you get a little surprise off of your star.
Yep.
So this is what I'm lighting up tonight. Now, for those who don't know what we're doing, if you haven't followed us on Instagram or seen anything, we will be having a good friend of mine, a brother. What's up, Quincy? Quincy in the building. What's up, brother? We'll be having my good brother. Been known him for a very long time. He's family. This is my brother, man. My brother Eddie Moore. He is the owner of Pagoda Bourbon. If y'all missed my little video, I'm gonna show y'all the box right now. I said I was gonna unbox it when he gets on here, but so here is the box. So when you get yours, this is exactly how it looks.
Nice.
He's very creative. Even when we were in high school, he graduated a year before me. So, we played football together, everything. So Eddie has always been the person that thinks outside the box and always want to stand out and be different.
You know what, Fred?
Go ahead.
We need a picture of you and your pads.
In my pads? Bro, that's on my Instagram, bro. That's on my Instagram.
Oh, see now I'm at the go and start scrolling through.
Yeah, I post. Yeah, back when I was in high school and when I was in college, it's all on there, bro.
Oh, now, cause when I was in school, we ain't have no goddamn Instagram.
Yeah.
And
Instagram really came out when I was no longer. Well, yeah, I wasn't in high school no more when Instagram came out. Let's see, I graduated 2010.
But my MySpace was popping.
Bro, listen, don't get me started on the MySpace, bro. MySpace
was popping.
Bebo. And now listen. Now, because all right, so y'all listen, this is gonna be a really cool conversation tonight. We're waiting on Eddie.
Yeah,
we're waiting on Eddie right now, which I get it. My boy, he has 4 girls. So he had to, he's had to spend some time with the girls today, but he will be on here with us shortly. But listen, man, we're going to talk about it real quick. So we talk about MySpace. We had a good conversation in Discord. And also, if you're not in the Discord, I don't know what you're doing. You might want to hop in there because we had a really good conversation when we were talking about MySpace and Bebo, Black Planet. Listen. It was a time. It was a time. It was definitely a time. That's back when we were wearing, tall tees, name belts, everything.
First, hey, let's get one thing straight. I ain't wearing no goddamn name belt. I ain't wearing no name belt. Get out of here with that.
Hey man, watch out, bro. Listen, I had the name belt. Well, mine had the F on it. I had the belt buckle and it had an F on it. Okay. That was my. Now I had friends that had the super long LED things on there. They had their whole name, bro. I never forget. Shout out to my boy Chris, man. Chris, his full name is Christopher Keith James. He had his entire name scrolling across the belt. I'm like, that's crazy work, bro. So just imagine, but then also in the same sense. Well, I know here, I don't know how it was out there in New York at the time, but at the time we wore we were big with the tube socks, but you had to fold them down. We were big out. Oh my god! Shout out to my mom and my pop, man. They in the building.
Hey,
They said ice.
What's up, Mama, Papa?
Iced out gold chain. Oh man, that's crazy work. That's crazy work. That's crazy work.
Now, did your dad rock the Jerry back in the day, or did he have the Afro?
Nah, man. Nah, that wasn't my pop style, bro. Now my uncles had the Jerry. They had a Jerry curl. My daddy didn't have no Jerry curl, bro. Nah, he didn't have no Jerry curl.
Get that activator going.
Nah, but you know what though? We did have family members like, all right, Lord rest his soul. My grandfather, my dad's dad. Shout out to Slick, love you, man. His nickname was Slick. Slick had a Jerry curl. And like he passed before I was born, but I saw the pictures. Saw the pictures, and Slick was Slick was a Slick. He was Slick. That Jerry curl, boy.
Yeah. Listen, like I had an uncle who rocked the Al Sharpton.
No.
He rocked the Al Sharpton, man.
Not the Al Sharpton, bro.
Couldn't tell him nothing. One of the smoothest talkers I know.
You know, just wait. The Al Sharpton probably gonna come back. Knowing this generation. Nobody should rock the Al. My daddy said Slick had a fantastic.
Listen, like.
Well, wait, hold on, Eno. Now you asking me about my pops? Did your pops have a Jerry curl?
No, he had the Afro with the chops.
He had the
with the chops. Man, I went up and seen a picture of him for his graduation picture. Mm-hmm. He had the little mini fro with the
that was the name of it. Say that one more time.
Nah, he had the chop sideburns with the little fro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, look at this dude. 140 pounds back then. Can't tell him nothing.
Bruh, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. I just think about all these hairstyles that's starting to come back now, which honestly I have seen. Jerry curls are starting to come back. Yeah, they are. They definitely are. And listen, there's a young group that's out, and they're going back. As a matter of fact, one of the young men, he actually looked like Rick James, and that's what he's. Oh,
you talking about Leon Knight?
Yeah.
Leon Knight is nice,
bro. And listen, if you hear their music, they're like the music that he comes out with, bro. He own it.
Him and Dwayne only made one track together.
Oh, he did.
Yo, but you know what? But if you know what's funny, Dwayne looked just like fucking Leon.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all, check it out. So I gotta introduce him, man. This is my brother, man, a family member, real life family member, man. This is my dog forever and never. Great person, great father. I gotta have him. I had to have him on the show. So we're gonna bring him up now. The owner and founder of Pagoda Bourbon, Mr. Eddie Moore.
Gang.
Yeah, there we go.
What's up, bro?
Oh, brother, tired, fam. Tired.
I know you are.
Hey, I know why you and Fred so close.
Tell me why.
Because that magic number 4.
Hey, that magic number 4 is hard, brother. You don't even. People don't realize, bro. Number 4 is the number 1 anyway.
You're right about it.
A lot of, it's like Like when you think of jersey numbers, bro, you don't ever think of like hard. You don't ever think of like number 4. Like it's not the first number you think of, but if you ever think about the number 4, whoever wearing the number 4, he's a nigga. He's a beast out there. He hurting somebody. He a dog out there. Whoever he is, he a dog. You don't know about him. You don't ask about him, but you be like, no, that number 4. Whoever they was like, we'll gift you the number 4 because that's what it is. It's a gift. It ain't like people choose it, but it's a gift because someone's out there like, I don't know if you can have that.
Yeah.
Nah, you know what it is 4. Like everybody go with 2, 3, 5, 7.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, 4 get skipped over.
They do, but when you find someone who want it, they be like,
oh my God, we're not starting this.
Oh no! What your dad say? What he say?
No, it's something that we used to say when going to West Junior High School. So our rival school was East Junior High School, and we used to say East is the beast that licks the hair off the chest of West. That's what we used to say.
Wow!
I ain't never say that, but I did hear that. I ain't never say that though.
Yeah, I know,
man. Listen, man. Speaking of New Rochelle High School lost to Mount Vernon High School for the first time in 30 years last year.
What?
Ooh.
Probably longer than that. It was probably maybe 45 years.
Is Vernon putting the boys out like that?
Well, Mount Vernon is a basketball school.
Either way, like, are they still putting boys out like that? Like they doing it
now? Well, they used to, man, but like back in the day, they hold starting lineup with D1.
Okay.
You know, like they whole starting 5 with D1. Like, man, I remember like it was yesterday, man. Ben Gordon would come over, drop 50 on us. You know, like it was nothing. Like it was nothing.
All right, I said I was going to unbox this while I had you on the show.
Oh yeah. Come on.
So,
by the way, I apologize for not getting the sample bottles out there because we had.
It's okay, man.
Bro, you good?
Friday, so we got Monday place. So that's why I'm late today. Yeah, we had a house fire on Monday. Got displaced.
Wow.
So I'm at my parents' house right now, and
oh my God, I'm sorry to hear that.
They were sitting on my desk. Yeah, we're trying to get it cleared up. I do project management for like my 9 to 5, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna be good. It was like but it wasn't a lot we could do about it at the time. But I don't know. You can salvage what you can salvage. So right now we're just trying to get it all together. It's not that bad though. It just definitely have us out the house right now. So
yeah,
okay.
I understand, man. I understand. All right, so check it out. So for those again who want to see the box, here's the box out there. And also shout out to everybody that's watching on Instagram right now as well. We are streaming on Instagram as well and on Twitch as well. So when you get yours, it's gonna look just like this, okay? Open up the box. Kablam.
It's like a talisman. It's an ancient artifact. It's sacred. Oh, so, open it slowly. Don't hurt nobody when you do it. The magical process. You don't even know. You don't know if it's a demon in there. You don't know if it's a yokai. You don't know what's in there right now. He's like, it might be friendly. It might be benevolent. It might be malicious. Ooh,
that's nice.
Here is the bottle. So y'all can see that.
Look at that thing.
Wow.
Come on.
So first question, Eddie. First question is this, man. For those who don't know, can you tell us what inspired you to start Pagoda?
Sheesh. So it's kind of like a compounding story. Between and it's somewhere in between my mom being Jamaican and me being really one with the earth, herbs, understanding the natural refinement of ingredients over time, being a culinary enthusiast, then doing some minor experiments in college, doing what we call fucked up Fridays, having me and my boy Nick, we would pour out a little bit of like a Amsterdam 175 bottle into a cup, and then we would fill the rest of the bottle with like green and blue Jolly Ranchers on a Wednesday, sit it in the freezer, and then on Friday you could just shake it up. You could just drink that straight. So ever since then, I think I was really into like kind of like understanding of like fermentation, spirits, and kind of understanding like what it was. And then I had this had to be like 2011, 2010, bro. I read this book called The Art of Sacred Beers. And it was talking about how it was the plagues of like mankind, right? So when you think about fermentation, it goes into like how the idea of beer and ale and how it transforms over time. You know how the Catholic Church messes up a lot of stuff, blah blah blah. And it kind of teaches you a little bit about like how people started whiskey, right? So farmers with extra grain sitting around, and all of this pretty much had me interested in doing a whiskey or just doing spirits in general. I was really tequila and aged tequila, not just blancos, but aged tequila and brandy fan. But at the time I was thinking, man, none of that really sells here, right? Like this is like 2010, 2011. I like that stuff, but a lot of people don't like that stuff. So I was really like, man, you know what? I'm gonna just try it. And at first it really was just like a hobby. And then I think you remember Lance, bro? Lance Moy, he was in my class.
Yeah, Lance.
Tall. Yeah. So we were working on a project, bro. We were working on a project for this. I can't remember this guy's name, but he was a football player. And essentially, Lance was like, "I'm doing a food truck concept for him," and he was interested in making his own cognac. And I was like, "Well, I can't make a cognac for you, brother. I live in the States." I was like, "That's not how it works. You got to be in cognac France to make cognac, right? Like just to put it on the label." But I did run them through like 6 bottles of like just some bourbon I made and did some finishes on it because that's what I was into. Never got to pitch it to him and ended up having like about 50 gallons of like liquor, just like aged, nice, premium, fire. I was like, damn, I got to do something with it. Ended up selling that off and was like, maybe this is what I need to be doing. Like it was fun. This is like maybe like 6-7 years ago. And I just been running with it ever since. I figured that if I could keep putting all the influences and inspiration that I get from just like living, doing my own thing, being curious into like an actual spirit, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a community of people who, want to fuck with me. And it took me a while to like kind of, come up with the name, understand the concept, kind of vibe with it. Cause it was, I don't know, I was trying not to be typical, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not Uncle Nearest. I'm like the reincarnation, you know what I'm saying? So to speak, right? But if you think about it, there's just not a lot of like African Americans in general doing any kind of spirit, like whether you want to, however you want to name it, just not any of them. It's not too many of us. So not too many inspirations out there to really like pull from. So just trying to figure it out on my own was just difficult. So I just had to lean into kind of what inspired me and what I had an affinity for. So I had an affinity for Japanese culture. I've been watching anime since I was 11. I done self-taught.
Here we go.
Half the
there we go.
And I be in, when you see me, like you ever see me comment, bro, I'm always saying Subarashi.
Yeah.
You know, like because that's my thing, man. So I was like, man, if I just lean into it, I feel like it'll work out. So I ended up leaning into like the name Pagoda because I was like, hey, what am I about? And I'm always about the refinement of people. You can always like, no matter who my friends are, you always know, like, if I can always teach you something or give you something, or especially if you come to me about something and you're like, hey man, I'm trying to do this better, or I've been thinking about this and I'm trying to get a little more wisdom on it, or I'm trying to get a little more insight on it. I'm always the nigga trying to be like, well shit, let's figure that shit out together. What you trying to do? What you trying to know? I want to know. I would love to know. Hang out. Let's pop it off, So I figure that's what I need to put into the brand pretty much.
And that's
so
awesome,
I got one thing to say. Since you're an anime guy, Fred might not know this, but instead of Pagoda, you should have went with Bankai.
So you know what?
I know what bunkai is, man. Listen, boy. Listen, I watch boxing.
Bunkai.
Yeah. Listen, because then you can go, yo. I'm trying to get this girl over here, so a little sip of that bonkai, so I can go up there.
Hey, listen. He's always playing around with blends and always doing stuff. He's always trying stuff out. So I'm sure he probably will come up with a name for it. I'm pretty sure bunkai will actually fit. You got him thinking right now, actually.
That's actually hard, brother. I ain't gonna lie to you. That sounds fire. That sounds hard. Oh man. That's got me. That's got me.
Because listen, like, because with your bunkai, you have to know the name of your bunkai.
Yeah, that's the only way you can bring them out. You can't bring
so that's the only way you can bring them out. So
like that's deep.
You got him thinking on it, bro. You got him thinking on it. Now,
I like that.
So what I'm drinking right now, for those, let me throw the bottle.
Yeah.
What is it? What is this blend that I'm drinking? If you can explain it for everybody, I know you can, but for everybody that doesn't know,
so that's one of the core lineups, right? So that's gonna be it's a 5-year high rye bourbon, 60-36-4 mash bill.
Nice.
All Texas grains, right? I source most of it from either like my local feed store or the Texas malt stores in Fort Worth. And then I finished in a Cavadas barrel. So when I was starting to figure things out, I realized no one was gonna sell me like a 53 gallon or a 59 gallon Cavadas barrel to like an individual.
Right.
So, I ended up having to like research and understand like what brands make what bottles like on the shelf, and then figure out like how to source those myself. So what I did was I started doing a VS, be a high rye bourbon finished in a Cavadas barrel, which is like a blend of like an XO and a VSOP Cavadas, to 8 weeks, just depending on what season we in, because we in Texas. So if we in the wintertime, it'll probably go 8 weeks because take a little longer. But if we in the summertime, it'll probably go 6 weeks because that Texas heat don't play, bro. It's gonna get you. You can't sleep on it. It'll be on you. Yeah. It'll be on you like a. Never mind. I can't even say that on the line right now, but it'll be on you.
It'll be on you like a boo mama.
Boy, like a woo. Come on, man. I need to bring that back too. That gotta be another place. It's gotta be Bonkai and Boo Daddy. That's gonna be like, God dang, what they doing?
Now, what the hell is a boo mama?
Oh, bro, you're taking me back to like 10th grade, dog.
Man. Hey, listen. When Eddie, as a matter of fact, Eddie came up with that. Eddie came up with it, and so it's me, Eddie, and then we got another brother named Rod. Okay, yeah. So I hung out with them more than anything. After football practice, I'm hanging with them, and so of course, we're married men now. We can say these things. At the time, as a matter of fact, wait, time out. I mean, as a matter of fact, y'all were actually dating at the time. This is when y'all had just started dating.
Yeah, no, it wasn't anything like outlandish.
No, like crazy. No, I was trying to think. Yeah, because when y'all were talking at the time, he was like, "Yeah, that's my boo mama." I'm like, "Boo mama?" What?
Hey, I want that shit sounded smooth too, boy. Like in 10th grade, I was like, I got somebody. I got this.
Boo mama.
I was like, I felt like Romeo from Steve Harvey show. I was like, "Nah, what's going on, boo mama? How you doing?" Shit. I was like, yeah, come on, hang with Boo Daddy and the boys. Come on, what you talking about, boy? I was slanging them.
Yep.
They was like, oh,
yep. Every time we were talking to somebody or dating somebody, that was our boo mama. And then then people caught on to it. People caught on to it. Other people started, like, oh, that's my boo mama. I mean, you didn't start that, bro. You didn't start that.
Yo, man, Eddie out here like Eddie in the Far Heartbeats. You know?
Hey boy, what you
Yeah,
mean, boy?
boo mama out of their drawer. He coming in class. Is there a heart? Is there a heart in the class tonight? Stand
up. Oh my God.
What? Come on, we heard. Boy. Hey, I might just bring that back just to try it out for like 6 months.
Just do it. I don't know how that'll work with this generation, bro. It just had to be something like we'll have to get like we for sure got to call Rod and say, hey Rod, you with your boo mama right now, and see exactly what he say.
Yeah, I gotta see what their response is. I gotta see how I vibe with the culture. You're right. I gotta just put it out there and see what happens.
Because everything now with this generation is different, bro. Like it's very, very different. But they're trying to bring out like what we used to do back into their little mix.
Bro, not try. They're putting so
yeah, you're right.
Bro, the other day I was in Target, bro. They had Sandlot t-shirts. I was like, boy, I don't know nothing about that. Don't do that to nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're right.
On the back, it had "You Killing Me" Smalls. I was like, who's Smalls? Show me that. Point them out to me, bro. You don't even know that. You don't know that guy. Don't do that, dog.
Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy. Because I know Eno likes drinking bourbon, man. He like drinking bourbon. And so, do you have any questions you want to ask him?
So you were describing just getting like your barrels. So how many barrels do you have stored for yourself right now?
Right now, so we slowed down production maybe like 2 years ago because I was trying to figure out how to like get the brand out there. So at that time, that was like 2 years. We had 5 barrels. We got 7 barrels right now.
Okay,
it's me. Like it's not like I'm buying barrels and sourcing yet. Like that's what I got to do when I scale up. But right now, it's just me in the garage cooking it up. You know what I'm saying? So I can only make so much like at a time before it's like, all right, look, I gotta go to sleep.
So and the thing too is that everything with that, everything is small batch. Everything is limited edition, small batch.
Yeah, everything. Yeah. And look, if I didn't do a second barrel on it, it would all be bottle and bond. That's what it would be.
Yeah. Like that's the one thing, and that also gives you time to be able to experiment and see what I did here that people really enjoyed about this blend. Yeah, because with such small, with such a small sample size, you can go and play and you still have time to mess around with the blend.
Exactly.
So you still have time to experiment, play around with the blend, and then on top of that, like, get some whiskey snobs to try it out and be like, I like this. Like you can go and do four different blends for 4 different barrels and go, which one do you guys like the best?
Right.
Yeah, for sure. Like it gives a lot of it offers me a lot of agility at the moment to like research and like actually quantify like what's going on in the world. Because I just did this had to be maybe like 6 months ago. I had a guy named Pierre. He's a whiskey somm out here. I think he's like based out of Fort Worth. Got one of my bottles got a sample of my bottle from one of my other homies named Frank, who's a clothier out here in Fort Worth. Tried it, loved it, bought a bottle, then put it, promoted it a little bit, just talking about it, because that's what somms do. That's their whole thing. Like, they like to talk about what's going on in the whiskey world, or in whatever spirits world that they in. Then was able to like from that get a couple connections and send some samples out to a couple other somms. I had a guy named Ethan did like a really like great review on a couple of samples that I had, and like I'm still like using his reviews like to this day, just to like say, hey, go to this and like just review it, just go look at it, go read what he said, because that was at one point in time. So like the barrels that I'm pulling off now, or the whiskey I'm pulling off now, excuse me, it almost it's not even, it's the same, but it's almost not the same, right? Because it's at a different point in time. It's got a different time stamp on it. It's got a different barrel stamp on it. It's got a different maceration barrel for like the finishes. Like it's not the same spirit, it's not the same wines that I'm using. So these little things become like nuances to it. So it's almost like micro releases in the midst of like having releases, right? So
no, sorry, Eddie. Now, I was gonna say like one of the best, and this is a local spot in Newark. Their best line was a short run where they used a beer barrel.
Oh, I like that.
Man, when I tell you, so he was like, we haven't bottled it yet, but I like you guys, so I'm gonna let you guys try this and tell me what you think.
Bro,
So
that's always the best. That experience is always the best, no matter where you go. It's always the best like that.
So he breaks that out, and we taste that, and we get in like a sweet chocolate, cherry. He's like, yo, why don't you give us this from the get-go? He was like, yo, we need a bottle of this right now, like ASAP. He was like, yeah, we're not coming out with it next week. And we like, yo, come on, you can't play us like that. Like, and the thing too is that it's a short run, and we like, damn, like you guys have to do that again. But the beer barrel was, like it was aged like 2 or 3 years. So it was overproofed, dipped in a beer barrel. So, that one right there was, man, money.
Did he tell you what kind of beer it was? Like,
it was not, well, I'm not sure if it was a stout or if it was a craft. I'm not 100% sure, but it was from another local place in Jersey City, and they actually went and bought a barrel from them.
Yeah.
So, and that's the thing too, is with the barrels, it's one of those things, man, where like how many times can you reuse that barrel?
Not many, to be honest with you, bro. It's it depends on what kind of barrel. So like if you get a bourbon barrel, you probably got like 3, maybe 4 uses out that barrel, like as a general statement, because you get it comes charred, right? So unless you're gonna go in, crack that top, scrape out that char, re-toast it, it's not gonna do that. Now I will tell you, there's a cooperage in Kentucky called, I want to say it's called
fuck you, Peter.
Hey, we got it. Shout out to Cigars on Business. Shout out to Peter.
What the motherfucker say?
He said quiet. He said quiet down.
Quiet down. Hey. Y'all boys foolish.
Wait, you know what? Wait, hold on, real quick, because a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know this, Eddie. Of course, I know this because you're my brother. Yeah. But you have a cigar blend.
I do, actually. I make it once a year. We started it the first year we did it. It was actually it was a collaboration project with Anusetti, and then but he was going through something at the time. He was like, when he started to blend and he was going to be putting out his cigars, I think something had happened with like some logistics with his blends, with his cigars, with the tobacco. So we never actually got to finish it, but it was called the Slum Boys. That was going to be the it was fire.
Wow.
It was fire. It was fire. Rod had I tell you Rod that did the he did the label design.
Yeah.
With the Oni mask on. Yeah, bro, that was a fire one. I do release it like once a year. I haven't done it this year yet. I'm thinking maybe like towards the fall I'll probably do it when I can start doing some more maybe like a mini cigar lounge tour. When they do like cigar week in the fall. I think it's like October, September, something like that when they do that. I might do it again then and just let it out. But I will tell you that was a bomb ass blend. That was
man. I know it was, and I like really like when after you do the cigar blend for this year, like we gotta bring you back so we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Because people don't know you do smoke cigars. You just weren't able to smoke today. You weren't able to smoke today, but you do smoke cigars. So for people that don't know, can you let them know what your favorite cigar is if you have one?
So it depends, right? So I would tell you it depends on what I'm doing, how I'm feeling, or what time of day it is. If it's like, I don't know, I got a Saturday off, I'm not running my bees. I'm not doing no runs with the bourbon. I'm not cooking. It's like just a freebie day for me to like just kick back and chill. I'm trying to grab some coffee, a Connecticut wrapper. Hopefully, it's got like a Nicaraguan or Peruvian filler, and I'm trying to grab some pastries or some tea with lemon, bro. And I'm kicking. That's me on the porch. I'm watching the sunrise. I'm in my. I ain't no granddaddy, but I assume that's what granddaddies do. You know, I assume if you was a granddad, that's how you be living. You be like, nah, I'm taking it slow. So it's Saturday.
Yeah.
I ain't got nobody needing me for nothing. So I'm gonna
There you go. There you go.
You know.
Yeah.
If it's one of them days and it's been rough, I'm trying to go. I don't know, get my mind off things. I'm trying to get me a Madura, bro. I'm gonna probably go medium to full Madura. I don't know what name. I mean, granted, Drew Estates is, I don't know, they're like a go-to, and Plasencia is a good like solid go-to. But I've there's a man. Why can I not think of their name right now? I should have wrote this on a note card or something. I can't think of the name, but I'll find it. When I find it, I'll definitely shoot it to you. But that's what I'm doing. If it's hard, I'm trying to pour up like one of my Costa Rome blends. I'm trying to have something solid. Batman. He ain't got no super. He's been beating ass all day, and he's like, I got 2 ribs broken, and I'm just trying to kick it. Alfred, what you got? What you got?
Yeah. Right. So during that time when like when you're smoking your cigar, man, like in your mind, are you kind of like comparing as far as like notes of what with your when you're testing blends with your bourbon, and kind of like this cigar kind of this fits this profile, or I can kind of match. I can pretty much let's just say you smoking because you said Plasencia like an Alma Fuerte, right? You got the Alma Fuerte. It's the notes that are in the Alma Fuerte that you get. You're like, you know what? I can kind of I can blend something that'll match this. Is that like is your mind moving like that when when you're smoking a cigar sometimes?
So it does, and that's all necessarily like kind of like how I started too. So whenever was the goal, it was like from the very beginning, I was like, I don't want to have something where you have to drown it in anything else in order for it to like be digestible, right? Like that was the goal from the very beginning. So my thoughts when I used to come up with like blends or thinking about what finishes I was going to use, I would always go to like Cigar Art and the Bishop Arts back in. I mean, this has got to be 2012, 2013. You know what I'm saying? This is a while ago. And I would always take my samples with me, whatever blends I got blended up or whatever, like, batches I'm making on. And then I would work with it from there. Start with something light, medium, just to see like how it holds up, if it, if it overpowers or whatnot. And then moving into like, full bodies to see like, hey, do I need a little sugar with this bourbon in order for it to like keep up and keep pace with the cigar? Or, hey, is it going to hold its own? That's honestly, that's exactly how I came up with my my port finish. Actually, I used to use when I first started, I was trying to be cheap, and I tried to use a Taylor port in order to make the barrel, right? And it didn't keep up. So when I put the bourbon in there, it didn't keep up after I was like start smoking, right? So what I did was I actually took, me and Rob was like going through ports, trying to figure out like what kind of ports we like, and we came on this I want to call it Quintus de Calhavas or Cavalas or something like that. I can't remember the actual name of it. But they have a 10-year and then they have a late bottle vintage that me and Rob really liked. So I started blending those and then making my port finish from that. And I noticed that it kept up because I was using a mature port, right? A port that already had some time to it, had some age to it. So those are the things I think about whenever it's like time to craft, or I'm trying to figure out like, do I want to go into a new direction with things? Although I will say lately, I really just be trying to enjoy myself. I ain't gonna lie. I be trying to smoke to just breathe it off, bro. Get the stress off. Just hang out, kick it with the fellas, I don't know, do some I don't call it self-care, but it's basically like self-care. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm
Yeah,
doing lately.
yeah, I get that, bro. I mean, but that goes hand in hand with self care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Especially for us as men, as husbands, as fathers.
yeah,
You
for
know,
sure.
we do a lot, bro. We do a lot, and you and I both we got a lot of kids.
Kids, more than one.
More than one, more than two. So, so I get it, bro. I definitely get it. So,
Boy,
all right. So, a lot of people also don't know this about you, and you're a beekeeper part-time. You're a part-time beekeeper as well.
yeah.
So like so I have what got you into into beekeeping, and then also do you have a plan on using that into your future blends?
Yes. So I get two parts, right? So let's say it's probably like 20, it's probably 2013, 2014.
Mm-hmm.
And I go to, at this point, I'm doing my whiskey, right? But I'm really trying to understand how to get better at fermentations, because that's like the key, right? You got to get a great fermentation in order to kind of pass it on. It's like a compounding effect.
Mm-hmm.
So I start hanging with homebrewers because I'm like, I need to know like how to do this. And you can go to a brewery and they're gonna give you like all their best practices, good knowledge, right? But at the same time, if you go to a brewery, a lot of those people, they still got rules and restrictions, and they're doing things in such a large scale that like some of the minute things that could happen if they had missed this or maybe pitched the yeast too late just by a little bit, it kind of makes itself up like in that grand scale, right? But when you're doing homebrew, you only got 5 gallons, 10 gallons at a time. Like you mess up, bro, it's gone, like it's dead, it's over, or it's sour, it's ugly, it's nasty. You don't want to mess that up. So hanging with some homebrewers, bro, wound up going to, I can't remember this guy's name right now, but his house in North Dallas somewhere, maybe like Richardson, Plano. It was somewhere out there, maybe McKinney, something like that.
Yeah.
And instead of making beer, they were making mead that day.
Ooh.
So we in the garage, bro. Look at me. I was blown away. Blown away, bro.
Yeah.
He go into this garage. He has like a garage that's offset from his house, right? So he didn't turn this garage into his fermentation palace. Like I go in, he got glass carboys all along the rim. He got buckets everywhere, and he pull up and he got this little dolly. He roll this little dolly in. He's like, hey, what's going on? And he's like, yeah, so we're gonna make some meat today, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, all right, this is interesting. I was like, I'm cool. I'm trying to learn. My boy says this is blackberry honey. And I was like, well, excuse me, sir. What does that mean? Because you say that like I'm supposed to know. So
yeah,
what is that? Come to find out, bro, there's like not proprietary. That's not the right word. Single origin. That's what it is. It's single origin honey, right? So there are honey from different farms. So if you farm blackberries, you farm blueberries, you farm strawberries, right? You're working with a beekeeper to facilitate like pollination. During that time of pollination, the bees are creating like a single origin honey. Because of that single origin honey, the flavors of that honey compared to another honey are going to be unique. It's going to be either sweeter, it's going to be brighter, it's going to be darker, it's going to be earthy, it's going to be rich, it's going to be creamy, like all these different things that you think of whenever you think of like bourbon, whiskey, when you think of like honey, when you think, well, not honey, but you think of like cigars, or you think of this is like a culinary experience in general, right? You can see all these things, right?
Right.
He was like, yeah, they got plenty of stuff. You can go to this place and they got this kind of honey, this kind of honey, this kind of honey. And it, like, for the first time in my mind, someone was talking to me, and I know when he was looking back at me, like he saw that he was blowing my mind. he saw, like, he was like, because I was like,
yeah.
Are you saying that exists? Like, it's not just the little bear jar in the store. Like, there's more to honey than that. I was like, at that moment, I said, I want to have a honey dispensary. He was like, that sounds like a great idea, sir. I was like, if he said it and he's doing this for a living. This is his thing. He is enjoying it. I was like, then this makes sense.
Period,
Right?
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Fast forward a couple years, I was hanging out with my homie. His name's Aaron. They had just got 120 acres in Terrell, and he was like, "We're trying to figure out a way to get like ag exemption." They were like, "We just met this lady who does beekeeping apprenticeships. Is anyone interested?" I said, "Ow." I was like, this guy right here is interested in doing a beekeeping apprenticeship. And you gonna pay for it? You gonna let me go for free? And you gonna let me learn about what I want to learn about?" I was like, "Oh, they should have had
nothing but a word."
What if they had a beekeeping class in college in 2009? I guarantee you, I'd have graduated in 2 years. It could have been a 4-year program, and I'd have graduated in 2 years.
But we were interested in a lot of other things other than bees at DeSoto High School.
No, I wasn't thinking about bees at all at DeSoto High School. I mean, I knew they were important. I knew, the ecology. But like, at no point did I'll also tell you the same thing with distillery stuff, right? Like, at no point did I think, oh, there's a black dude making bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
There's a black dude making.
So I mean, also too, shit, we were on the football field, so shit, we had a lot of no time anyway. We had no time for that.
I was trying to figure out how to get a 4.2 at the Nike Combine, but
that's
just how that was at that time. But if I could go back, like knowing what I know now, oh brother,
man,
I think I'm cool today. You have no idea.
Look, y'all concentrated on making bees.
Hey, bro.
No, bro, that's interesting though, because of the fact that I think when you talk about beekeeping, and I think a lot, especially when it comes to mead, it's still a lot of people that have not drank mead, and I listen. A friend of mine, shout out to Zach, is a cigar buddy of mine. He put me onto this, and they're actually here. They're based out of Fort Worth. It's called B and Brew.
B and Brew.
And Brew,
like B.
B. Yeah,
gotcha.
B and Brew, and so they have a great mead, and it is really, really good. So shout out to B and Brew, because I really love their mead. It's really, really good. So I gotta ask you, speaking of mead, do you think, like, because I mean, you love experimenting with stuff, and so is mead later on in the future, once you fully get the brand out there, do you think you'll be exploring into the kind of like that mead world, just as like to branch off from what you already have?
So what I'm hoping, let me not say what I'm hoping, strategically what I'm putting together, I'm trying to set the brand apart, or the distillery apart, where it's not operating in the normal confines of the industry, right? Like, I'm not trying to go the distributor, retail, wholesaler to bar route.
Right. We're going to talk about that too for other people that are wanting to, if they're interested in the bottle. Yeah, we're going to talk about. But go ahead.
Yeah. So what I plan to do is, when I'm going to build it as a membership distillery. So when you become a member, you get a certain level of like bottle allocations a year. You get to go to events. You get to do stuff with me. You get to be a part of like how we grow, how we act, agility wise, how we figure out what we're going to do next.
Right.
So my whole thing is, I'm not trying to limit it to just being about bourbon anyway. So by the time I start harvesting honey, when I get, let's say 5 gallons of honey, and I'm like, hey, this is 5 gallons I got to play around with, I'm going to bust out of mead. I'm gonna bust it out right then, because I'm trying to figure out, like, hey, am I good at this? Can I make it work? Can I make it shake? And I have a strong affinity with understanding that, like, ales, beers, meads, wines, they all have old world origins. Right. So before you think of, like, Bordeaux for wine, or you think of Scotland for whiskey, it existed long before that, right? Like, way back then. So there was, think of like pulque from like Mexico, right? Like they have these old world origins and fermentation. So I'm definitely trying to figure out all of that. I'm gonna make me a juniper pine beer at some point too, because I'm trying to figure this out. I want to be able to give back to the entire like ecosystem, a little bit of what is given to me, because it just makes sense.
Right.
There's no reason to limit it to only what the confines of like your permit allows you to do.
Right. So, okay. So with that being said, so that means that there's somewhere along down the line, there's going to be a Pagoda sake.
There's going to be a sake. There's going to be a sake. There's going to be a country. I'm going to do country brandy, right? Because what I wanted to do is not be so much grape based. I wanted to be like where I can do fruit brandy. So blackberry, strawberry brandy, things like that, right? And I want to make sure that I do a tequila for sure, because I do a tequila once a year anyway, but I want to do like start like broadening out and growing it, because I want to do a mezcal as well, but I don't have like the stone ovens and the herbs and stuff yet.
Right.
But there's going to be a mead. There's definitely going to be at least one red wine, one white wine, and I know there's going to be at least one like champagne style, like bubbly wine. Like I know those things are going to be like strategically what I do.
Right.
I'm working right now also because I want to see if I can do, and I've never seen it before, but it makes sense to me when I think of, just like when I think of like coffee, right? Like how they have honeyed coffees, right? So like, you know, a little bit more of the fruit still left on the bean. Yeah. I really want to do a honeyed cigar, but I want to do like a Maduro where it's like rich, full body, but like when they roll it, it's got like a little bit of the honey smeared on the inside of that leaf, right? So it's in the actual cigar. And I just want to see what that does. I don't know if it'll be too much or if it'll be enough, or you know what.
I know some. I'm you know what? After the show, stick around. After the show, don't drop off. When we end it, got some people that definitely that are blenders that they they're good with this, so they'll point you in the right direction and help you out. So I want to also, because all right, so
just listen to Peter. If a guy ever come to you named the Cigar Collective, don't listen to not one word he say.
Oh damn, Peter, bro.
Like, yeah.
Peter,
First,
it's bad rap out here,
Peter, we love you, Peter. Listen, it's all love over here, Peter.
No. Fuck that shit. His taste buds is bad.
I'm over taste buds.
He got motherfucking eagle mouth.
He called because he an Eagles fan, so he got eagle mouth, bro.
Nah, my boy, taste buds is bad. Boy, that's hard, dog.
Eagle mouth, man. Eagle mouth, man.
Hey, listen, y'all. So check it out. This is another thing about that, and I know you didn't. I'm gonna say something that you haven't touched on yet, but I don't know if you've still been experimenting with this as well. So my brother, he made a blend for just for me. It was special. It was a one of one thing, which I hope it comes around, because I need that. That shit is fucking amazing. But listen. So he gave me a little. It was like a little jar, and it was syrup. And bruh, I put the maple syrup. Yeah, the maple syrup. And no, I'm not a maple syrup fan, but the fact that I want to know, I want to dig into that real quick, because like it's not much of that going on, where people are experimenting with syrup as well. And the fact that, like, bro, it was really, really good. And no, the syrup is not for children. Okay, it's not. This is an adult only syrup, maple syrup.
No, hey, Fred, listen. This is what you do. You put that on some waffles. That's what you say. Hey, baby, eat these waffles. Next thing you know, you got a free night. They like, man, that's better than some tussing. You know what? I wasn't gonna call you. That's better than some tussing.
The freaky frog is out. The frog, the king of the freaky frog is out, ladies and gentlemen.
How? For putting the kids to bed? Putting the kids to bed?
See, no.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm good with putting the kids to bed. I'm good with that. Please have them to sleep by 7:30. I'm trying to slap some cheeks.
Hey. Listen,
I am not lying to you. Please let me clap. From the hours of 8:30 to 10:30. So please, whatever I can do to make sure that they are sound asleep, so that way I can be robust. Please let me know.
That wasn't robust.
I do. Mm-hmm. Did you smell the bouquet? Robust.
See, Lindsay, there you go.
yeah. Robust.
Wait, so well, I got it. So are you going to? Is that going to be something that you're going to offer in that with the membership as well? People get a chance to try that maple syrup.
Yeah. So I don't know. I do want to do it more often. I don't know if it'll be at the moment, because I guess when I gave it to you, it was more of like a side project I did for myself, right? Because I like the maple syrup.
Yeah, it's definitely it's good as shit. Man.
It was good. It was real good. And and every now and then I do like, because I don't want to say like I don't have a culinary background. Like I'm not a chef at all. I don't wear no coat, no hat. I don't got a chef's knife and looking at people like blah, blah, right? But I'm interested, right? So a lot of people are interested in things, and I'm interested in how do things taste, because I think, or at least maybe I don't know if I think, but I feel like it's a part of like the culture of like my people, culture of like being Jamaican. Like I know that food brings people together. I know that good food brings people together, and it makes people vulnerable. It makes them share. It makes them understand how culture and unity, right? It gives you an identity.
Now, Eddie, you ain't giving them damn kids no Ray and nephew, are you?
No, we're not doing all that. Don't do that. No, we're good. I'm keeping them right now. Look, I do. We do hibiscus. We do tea. We do sorrel.
Hibiscus, yes,
so sorrel.
Yeah, but
love some sorrel.
Yeah, I'm not. We're not going off the deep end yet. They can't even like eat jerk yet. Like they still think it's too spicy.
Oh man.
Like, I gotta let y'all chill. I can't hurt you right now. So
yeah.
But I think it's a part of like my DNA and my identity. So every quarter or so, like I'm always trying to experiment with something. So the maple syrup was just like one that I did. It went really well, and I was like, oh, I could replicate that, right? I could do that all the time.
Yeah.
But there was one where I basically did my own like pumpkin spice blend, right? Like my own pumpkin spice seasoning blend. I just didn't put any pumpkin in it because there's no pumpkin and pumpkin spice anyway. It's just Thai spice. And did like pecan, did some pecans, a syrup, a creamer, and things like that. So things like that are going to happen all the time, continuously. And this is why I wanted to make sure it's a membership for a distillery instead of trying to always have to push product on people. Right. Because I don't want to push product on people. I don't want to have to sell you the thing. I want to be like, hey man, I was in the kitchen. I did some stuff. It came out well. Would you like some? Send me I got your address. Here you go. There's a bottle for you. There's a bottle for this. Da da da. It's almost like doing like a Patreon, where it's like you just let me create, and while I'm creating, I'm basically just constantly giving back to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And what I'm doing. Yeah. So no, the maple syrup is a staple. I don't know when they start to make it, but I'm gonna make it. I make it every year.
I still got some left. Because I had to make sure that I didn't go overboard with it, because I was like,
you should just try it. You should just give it, bro. Just do it, bro. Don't hold back.
Just
enjoy it. Be robust.
Listen, now that you say that, my wife is watching, baby.
Be robust. There you go.
Hey, Eddie, you see, and he got to call me the Freaky Frog.
I did see that. I saw how you kind of snuck that in there.
Yeah, you see that, right? You see that? I'm just saying.
Like he trying to prime it for later. He trying to prime his 8:30 to 10:30 right now. You see him?
Exactly. Exactly. And I'm the frog.
Yes, motherfucker, you are.
No, I'm not. No. Listen.
Look, bro, we could be like the Warner Brother frogs, bro. We could just all be a band of frogs, bro. That's cool,
See, Eno's already he's the president of the Freaky Frog Mafia. So,
hey, how do do you jump people in, or is it just like induction?
Hey, listen. By the number of kids we both have, we both already in there.
Yeah, goddamn right.
That's exactly how I feel.
We already both in there. Now, all right. So let's talk about. I wanted to ask you this as well, because I know you say you love experimenting, and for people that join the membership, that join the membership, they're going to get a piece of that creativity that you come up with.
Yes.
And so for those who don't know, could you let them know what is available right now? As far like it's when they get onto the website, which dang, my bad, I forgot to put it.
Drinkpagoda.com.
Drinkpagoda.com. Pagoda. Drinkpagoda.com. So when they
drink, you shouldn't be talking.
I better not.
Hey, listen now. I was waiting to see if Fred met, because Fred a teacher, so like, it'd have been bad if Fred would have messed up on that.
Oh, I want to go mess up. Yeah, I want to go mess up. No, so listen, and so if people join your membership, what is available to them right now? What would they be receiving?
So if you go online, go to drinkpagoda.com. Right now, the bourbons are going to say they're all sold out. Right now, I'm just pushing mainly the memberships. Now, the memberships come in 3 tiers. You got we got Ume, we got Kiku, and we got Fuji. Right. So right now, they're all going to be based on getting the bourbons out into circulation. So if you join at any tier, the first thing you're going to be getting next quarter, starting in June. It's May, May and June.
Yeah.
The next thing you're gonna be doing is you're gonna be getting your first quarterly bottle, right? Oh, depending on what tier, it may be 2 bottles, right?
Yeah.
But we're gonna be starting with our bourbon when we start doing tequila releases in September. That following quarter, then you'll be able to get the tequila as part of that package, and then we'll also be releasing some of the wines and spirits that we use to do the finishes on the barrel. So they'll come out with some more stuff, and then obviously like the cigar blend, once that comes out, you'll get access to that as well. So right now it'll be bourbon, but if you want to get just an individual bottle, you got to find me on Instagram and talk to me directly, because I can't just send it to everybody at the moment, just because I'm really trying to focus on making sure that my membership community gets what I said I was gonna fulfill.
Right.
And I don't want to just be throwing bottles because somebody wants one bottle here, wants one bottle. I got a certain allocation I'm supposed to be putting in. People who say, "Hey, I'm down."
Right. Yep. I can respect that.
Understand that. So all right. So for those, if you want to know my experience with Pagoda, of course, now I say my first experience, of course, was a few years ago. Now that I can't give you that. I can't tell you that, because you ain't gonna get that. That's only for me. Sorry. But this one right here is, listen, I'm gonna tell you something special about this. The whole time as I've been drinking this, it's smooth. It has that creamy finish on the end of it. It pairs well. I'm gonna be honest with you. Drinking Pagoda, you can pair this with any cigar and it will not overpower the cigar at all.
Yeah.
Actually, it meshes very, very well, especially with the creamy finish that I get on this bourbon. It has a similar type of finish and to a creamy, not the honey. You know how people make the honey sauce?
Yeah.
It has that type of texture and finish onto it. So but it's not sweet. It's not extremely sweet, but you do get a tad bit of sweetness onto it. And it's very, very, it's really subtle on the palate. It's nothing that overpowers the palate. It's it is really, really good. And I really hope that you guys get a chance to experience what I'm experiencing now with this, because it is really, really good. Now be careful, because of the fact that when you pour it is that smooth to where you're like, I can finish the whole bottle.
Please
don't do that. Don't do that.
That baby is 50%. She is.
It is 50%. It is 50%. But it is very, very, very good. It leaves that impression on your palate like I want more. That's the type of impression that it leaves on the palate. It is very smooth. And so we have guys that are really, really interested in bourbon, and I had to bring you on for this, because people are always looking for new bourbons, and I'm like, I have a brother that does this. Like he ain't new to this. He's been true to this for a while. So just the fact that you are, venturing out. Now speaking of venturing out, now are you going to explore the world of doing like the Pagoda ports as well?
The port wine, yeah. So the only thing that's holding me back right now from doing the port wines is I don't have permission from the people I'm sourcing from to use it, to sell it like that. Now, once I get permission or I start buying wholesale barrels from them and it's already filled and I can do whatever I want with it, that's going to be the next plan too. Because I think, one, I don't know anybody who blends a 10-year and a late bottle vintage. Second, I don't know anyone who uses that and then macerates their own barrel afterwards. And then third, I don't know anyone who after that is like, hey, I'm gonna go drink that. Right?
Yeah.
Like, nobody's got all three of those things lined up, right? Like that's just not typical. So definitely something I'm looking forward to, because I think it's very unique, because it's port wine that's aged a second time, almost as a bourbon. Like think of like how you age a bourbon and then put it back into a bottle. Like it's delicious. It's smoky. It's creamy. It's fruit. It's like it's bright, but it's also dark and it's deep and it's molasses and brown sugar. It's very unique, and I hope that I patented like the technique before the port wine producers get a hold of what I'm doing, because then I'm gonna be real pissed if they put it on the shelf and they like, this is a bourbon aged port, because I'm gonna be like, damn, they got me, bro. They got me.
Yeah.
I'm real pissed at that, but it's delicious. I think there are a lot of things where I have so much versatility and agility, because I started so small and everything was micro and everything was like hand managed by me. So being able to be creative and being able to like really do things that a lot of the big producers can't do because it's not cost effective for them, right?
Right.
But when I think of, granted, I don't know, like I don't have a name to give specifically, but like when I think of like a bigger brand who can source like empty port barrels to make a port finish whiskey, right? It costs them more if they would take like full port barrels and then drain the port. But for me, it was all I had. It was the only thing I could do, because I could only buy the port wine. So I ended up using like what technically should be like leftovers or your like runoff, right? Your extras. And then was like, ooh, but it turns it into like, oh, this is a product too. This is something else that could be like another offering. This could be like another thing the community could say, hey, not only do I come and we do tastings and we hang out and we do Hanafuda and we play games, but also I can get the bourbon, I can get the port, I get the bourbon, I can get some Calvados, I can get the bourbon, I can get some cognac, I get the bourbon, I can get some Costa Rica wine, I get the bourbon, I can just hang, I get the maple syrup, I get the pecans, I get some food, it's like it's an ecosystem, you know what I'm saying? And then once we start producing that honey, bro. Because I don't even know, I ain't even really like put a lot of effort into it, but I'm thinking like if I can get like, if I just take my raw bourbon and instead of proofing it down to 50 with the water, what if I proof it down to 50 with just honey? Like just using the honey is like sweeten it up and then get it out and put it out.
Yeah.
I might release that as like an old fashioned mix, just like a almost kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be fire.
So Eddie, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So in the bourbon, what master distillers would you like to actually sit down with and actually just talk to them and share ideas with and just pick their minds? Because distillers are in a way, they're kind of like chefs, because they're always messing around with the blends. They're kind of like chemists and chefs mixed into one.
So, my first, let's say I can just shoot for the stars.
What? Don't tell me you're gonna say Heaven and Hill.
Nah, I mean Heaven Hill is not bad at all. Like I would most certainly like to do that. Even the dude, the guys from Four Roses, I would love to meet with them.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
My number one would be the Leopold brothers dude, who not reinvented, but basically brought the 3-chamber still back into like production for rye whiskey. That's the first guy. He's the first guy. I'm like, I'm sitting with you, and I don't know what I'm gonna do, but can I put Copilot on so everything you say I can copy it back and make an agenda from it or something? Like I need a transcription because I know like you're gonna drop so many, even if it's not something you have worked out, finished, figured out, you're gonna drop just gems on like thoughts and ideas, right? Just like things that you're like, I've been thinking about this, or I've been having this, blah 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 blah, whatever, right?
Yeah.
The next one is gonna be Daniel Whittington from he's from Austin, from Crowded Barrel. Call it the VY's distillery. They do like the whiskey tribe. He was a part of the whiskey tribe.
Yeah.
I like when I say there are people who inspire people, right? Like there are people who are doing something and they're not doing it necessarily to be the best at it. They're just doing it because it's like, this is what I like to do. That dude is one of those dudes where I'm like, dude, you have so much to give to the community. And he does. I mean, granted, he does. He's not holding back at all. But if I could just have like a reoccurring, like once a month meeting with you, what? Bro, there's so much I can learn. So much, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, Jared from Balcones would be a great person to talk to. And I want to say there's another Jared from Andalusia, but I want to say it might not be Jared that his name is, but the master distiller from Andalusia, right? Because I feel like they are amazing. Like they are amazing. I would also love to get more time with Freddie. Freddie is he's a black dude, master distiller for Buffalo Trace. I would love to listen to him.
Okay.
I would just love to, because he not only do they make Buffalo Trace, they got E.H. Taylor, they got Eagle Rare, Double Eagle Rare. He makes Pappy, like he makes Blanton's. Like, dude, all of these things are coming through your hands. Like, I would love to know just how much, like, how much do you have to give? Like, because you have things that I'm pretty sure I've just never thought about, right? I would also like to see if I could get some time with Nancy Fraley, because she's the master blender and she's amazing. Nancy would be amazing. And then oh my gosh, I can't think of her name right now. It's another lady, but she's another master blender. One's at Iron Root, one is at Balcones. They are amazing. They're just amazing women, and they know their shit. And I think that's one of the things I try to tell people about the most is, as much as I love to, like, kick it with the boys and talk bourbon with the boys, bro, you find you a woman who knows some bourbon, bro, she's gonna drink you under the table every time. Her palate is gonna be better than yours. Her olfactory systems are gonna be better than yours. The aromatics she pulls out are gonna be better than yours. It doesn't matter how much good shit you drink in life. It doesn't matter how many great bottles you've had or with the most expensive. It doesn't matter. She's going to be like, huh, and she's gonna laugh at you because she's going to know more. So anytime I can figure out a woman in the industry that's doing something, please put me in front of her. I would love to talk to her.
Bro, that's fire. That's fire right there, boy. Bro, that's fire.
Yeah.
Now,
like, oh, sorry. Nah, like one thing that I always, like I work in a restaurant, so I'm always trying to talk to management about bringing in certain brands. Because like, you might be able to get this bottle for cheaper. You got this expensive stuff up here, but if you get this in here, you can sell this for a cheaper price and be able to sell it for a better price. So I always like, especially when it comes to like getting smaller brands in, just for the exposure, like I know, like, so like I know you have your own brand, so like do you have anybody in the industry now that has their own brand that can that's kind of somebody who can get you a few extra barrels that are in the Dallas area that have their own distillery? So this way, when like they're like, hey, like, I have a few extra I do have a few extra barrels, I can hit you with 2 barrels.
Are you saying, do I have anybody I would want to get barrels from, or are you saying that I would give barrels to?
No, just in the sense of, like, I'm pretty sure Dallas has a couple of distilleries, of just local distilleries in there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So, like, just reaching out to them, and even if it's going and putting you on with their connect.
I don't know if let me be very frank. Most of the time when I go have conversations with distillers, they don't look like me. Let me be very serious. They don't look like me. And I will tell you, a lot of them think I'm about bullshit until they actually taste it and see it. Like, just being real with you. They think I'm just playing around and I'm just another person, like, in the industry talking shit, ooh, I want to do, and I like this, and and they don't think I got no skin in the game. They don't think I know nothing what I'm talking about. They don't think I can talk conversion rates. They don't think I can talk what is it, like, ingredients, yeast. They don't think I can do any of that. So in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, bro, there's probably only like 2 or 3 distilleries, like, who make it themselves, and that I've tasted, that I was like, I like you guys, and I want to talk to you and work with you and do stuff. One of them is Blackland Distillery. Ezra's the master distiller. I think Ezra is one of the few people that I wouldn't trust him with my children yet, because we haven't really met. All the people in the industry that I've talked to, just reached out to, I think he's been one of the most, like, open and, like, friendly and honest, and like, hey, you can just come by. Like, he's invited me to the distillery plenty of times, and I'm just too damn busy in my own damn life to get my ass up and go over there. And I'd be so pissed at myself, because he's always like, bro, come during production hours. You can hang out. I'll give you a tour. We can just walk some stuff. We can, swap some samples. He's always open like that. Love that guy, bro. No problems with him at all. When it comes to other distilleries, bro, it's just a little bit difficult. Herman Marshall doesn't want to fuck with me most of the time. I've been to Bent before, and not to say like anything's wrong with Bent or whatever, but like Bent has, like, I think they bought in by Sazerac, so they like 30% owned by Sazerac. They not trying to fuck with me right now. My ideas or my thoughts, they don't have the capacity to handle, or not even to handle, but like, they don't have the capacity to be with someone small like me. Like, they need someone who's like, hey, you gonna come in and you can get 300 barrels. And I'm looking at them like, why do I even need that right now? You can't sell 300 barrels.
Exactly.
What are you
talking?
I gotta buy 300, and that's just for new make. It's gotta sit another 5 years.
That's crazy.
With you. So it's it's a money game at that point. It's not even necessarily about the craft of it. It's not about the culture of the industry, once it gets there. It's more just like business moves, which, respect. If I was at that point, maybe I would act that way too, I guess. I'm not sure. I ain't seen that kind of money yet.
Right.
But when I think about people who are doing it, like, there's so much red tape for them to jump through. So by the time you get to that point, it's just hard for people to really want to, I don't know, partner and play with you. Like, not play with you, but like, see you that way. Most of the time, the people who are running the stills or the master distiller isn't even the person who owns the company. They're just like another employee in reality, right? So
yeah,
they only have so much wiggle room for creativity in general. Like, they get to do things within the confines of whatever their brand is about, but outside of that, it's not really like, it's probably not even like something that they can even manifest on their own anyway if they wanted to.
Right.
When I think about like distilleries around the area that I would like want to buy from or like exchange barrels with, they're not even necessarily like always distilleries that are making it themselves. Like, I would love to, if I could work with somebody on like barrels, it would be man, why can't I not think of his name?
What up, Rockstar?
I can't even think of his name, but what it do? What it do? But
Yep. What's going
it's
on,
called the
Rocco?
Whiskey Blendry, and he's out of Pilot Point. I think my dude blends Tim. That's his name. His name is Tim. Tim. Tim would be a great person to work with because
Yeah.
Tim has been sourcing barrels for longer than I've been thinking about drinking whiskey. Let's be very all right.
Right.
Like that man knows his thing. Like he knows his shit, and he knows what he's getting himself into. He knows how to get himself out of it. That's really important as well, right? But when I approach Tim, Tim is still like money. Tim is still like, I gotta protect myself. He's like, I don't got time to play with you and try to figure things out with you. This is what we can do. And most of the time, it doesn't work out because it's, I'm gonna get the barrels, I'm gonna bottle your stuff, I'm gonna put it on the shelf.
And that's not the route that you're going.
That's not the route. You know what I'm saying? So it just doesn't always work out that way. Now, what I will say, moving forward, as I get better with like understanding like how the industry works and interstate lines and commerce and everything, transfers and bond, blah, blah, blah. What I do plan to do is start a line of independent bottles, right? So buying from distilleries that I'm really either like, I really like, I have a high affinity for, maybe I've tasted their stuff before, maybe I know the master distiller and I really like them. And then maybe like aging a little bit of what they make in my own capacity and then releasing it, but releasing it with like credit to them. Like that's one thing I do want to do because I think there are a lot of great distilleries that can't get outside of their region because it's just too expensive. Like you can't, it's gonna be really rare you see a Mississippi whiskey in Colorado.
Right.
There's probably like a New York whiskey, and I don't think it's making it to Florida right now, or Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just it might not be there. I'm pretty sure in Idaho, where they grow great grapes and they got good potatoes, I'm pretty sure they got good whiskey. They got a lot of grain out there. It just it makes sense, right? Like somebody's doing something good.
Yeah.
I don't know one Idaho whiskey. I know Cedar Ridge is out of Idaho, but I ain't seen a bourbon from them in a long time.
Right.
They had a good apple brandy once upon a time, but you know, I ain't seen that in a while either.
Yeah.
So I think that's honestly what I would like to do if it ever comes to it. Not if it ever comes to it, but when it comes to it, that's going to be one of the things I want to do is do an independent bottling line where I'm taking things that I like or you know have an affinity for, and then releasing it with credit to the people because there are a lot of people not getting credit for the great shit that they're doing out there.
Right.
To be honest with you.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this real quick. The uncut, unfiltered. So I was a fan of uncut, unfiltered. Of course, you know, Smoke Wagon dropped their uncut, unfiltered, and I was a fan of it. So I want to know, what are your thoughts on uncut, unfiltered whiskeys, and if that's something that you would go into as well, you know, if you know, just something to test out, you know, with Pagoda. Is that something that you, well, first let me hear your thoughts. What do you think about uncut, unfiltered?
I think
because it's definitely not for everybody. Uncut, unfiltered is definitely not for everybody. So you know, I know for when asking you that I because you got skin in the game enough to know, you know what I'm saying. That's why I want to pick your brain and ask you, what are your thoughts on it?
I think uncut and unfiltered is for whiskey people. Like, okay, to be very clear, right? I think a very direct demographic because the only people who are really going to appreciate it are whiskey people. You know, and I think it's beautiful. I also think it's risky because uncut, unfiltered means it's not going to be glamorous, right? It means it's also going to be hardy. It's going to be rough at times. It means it's going to be high proof. And in a world of consumers, it's not easy for people to digest. Like, that's just not a thing that's easy for people to accept, right? Like, when I think about a 56%, let's just say 53%, something like that, right? uncut, unfiltered. Let's just say Florida bourbon. You know, I don't know where it's at, right? I'm thinking there's a lot of oils in that. There's a lot of phenols in that. There's a lot of polymers. There's a lot of breakdowns from the wood in that. There's going to be a lot of salt brine from the ocean, right? Like there's going to be so many big, impactful flavors in there that are going to be really complex and also hard to pull out. And I think it can scare people if you're not prepared for it. But if you are one of those people who prepare for it, I think it's a journey and it's one of those adventures you like to take. It's like going camping, right? Like I think uncut unfiltered is the difference between going camping at like Joe Pool Lake and then going overlanding like in the middle of Utah, ain't nobody around, like like ain't nobody gonna come save you, bro.
Yeah, that's facts. That's actual facts, bro.
Solar panels, you wait until tomorrow morning, brother, to get that light back on. You and the wolves is out there. But if you learn to appreciate the wilderness, if you learn to appreciate being out there on your own, if you learn to appreciate that, like, I gotta make it what it is. There's so much more beauty to it, right? There's so much more time to like slow down and not stress and not rush. I think that's the biggest thing about like the liquor industry as a whole, right? It's not about always putting out a quality product that people take their time with. It's really about how much product can I put out into the market? How quickly can people drink it and then come back to re-up on some more shit? Like, it's not about, did this bottle last a couple months in this person's house? It's like, I hope this bottle don't last tonight. That's what liquor companies want. They want you to get that 40% Jack Daniels, and they want you to run through that number 7 in one day and come back to buy another bottle tomorrow.
Right.
Money, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
But I think when you think of like an uncut, unfiltered, I don't know anybody personally who does it, but when I think about, if it's me and I'm making it, it's me and I'm making it for somebody who's gonna keep it for a while. This is gonna be a celebratory thing. This is gonna be maybe a personal thing that they only keep to themselves, right? Or only share with people who are obviously like-minded, who have already been to that place, who've already seen the pinnacle, right? Who want to scale a mountain, who want to have that adventure, and are not gonna complain about it. Because the thing is, uncut and unfiltered means it's big. It means it's bold, it's harsh, it can beat you up. But if you know how to tame it, if you know how to make that kitty purr, then that lion and that tiger, you're gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, if you know how to do it, it's a great experience. It's a great time. It
is.
It's Billie Holiday, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, enjoy yourself for the time that you got it.
Man, listen, I'm gonna tell you, big bro. When I had the smoke wagon uncut unfiltered, and this is during the COVID time, so my liver at the time was
A1.
Like, come on,
with a thread, to be
honest. Like, what? Listen, I'm gonna tell you, it. COVID had me so like drinking so crazy. Like, I was drinking Everclear. Like,
boy, like, what? Did I know that you were doing that?
No, you didn't. You didn't.
Because I think I would have told you to stop.
You didn't. Listen, I was mixing Everclear with cranberry juice, and I was enjoying myself. You understand?
No, you were not. You were killing yourself slowly.
Listen. I enjoyed myself. So I never forget, because your nephew Aiden. Shout out to my boy. Aiden's a COVID baby. So 2020, right in the thick of COVID, boy. Right in the thick of COVID. Of course, we had the outside gender reveal before, because we found out that, of course, that he was a boy. My uncle came, him and my aunt. And so I was like, my uncle, he's always trying to figure out what, because what bourbon, what whiskey does me and my dad have. So I gave him a shot of the uncut unfiltered from Smoke Wagon. And so I gave it to him, bro. He took the shot. And neither reminds me, my uncle is like, he's like 6'6". He's not no little dude, bro. Like, he's a tall guy. He took that shot. He said, he looked at me and my dad said, What the hell did I just do? I said, welcome. You just got jumped in. And listen, like he can drink. Like, he can drink. Like, he's,
you just got jumped in.
You just got jumped in. You just got jumped in. You just got jumped in. And it's definitely something that it is a journey. It definitely is a journey. And something I think that, that's why I asked. I wanted to know, like, because of the fact that you're always, your mind, as long as I've been knowing you, you've always been different and want to do things differently and stand out and be different. And I was like, I gotta ask him if he plans on, and also shout out to Ben. Ben said, what up, Eddie? He said, I'll definitely catch the rewatch and keep lookout for Pagoda in San Diego because he's out there in San Diego.
Hey Ben, you need to sign up for that membership, brother.
Yeah, sign up for the membership. Yeah, sign up for the membership.
Get to San Diego for a while, but you can have you on your own private stash.
Yeah. And that's, listen, for those who don't know, again, I put it in the chat, is drinkpagoda.com. You go and sign up for the membership. And of course, listen, he's going to be sending you some shit now. You're going to be sending you some shit. Definitely going to be sending you some shit. And that's, I have all, these questions for you, especially with the uncut unfiltered, because you're always experimenting, always trying to, trying to do something different. I know it's not many people putting out an uncut unfiltered. It's not many. It's not many. Because, like, I was also going to ask you too, because I gotta say, one of my favorite alcoholic beverages, of course, one of my favorite bottles of all time is, other than, I love 1792 small batch. It's one of my favorites.
I agree. Listen, I got a bottle unopened in my. It's been there for like 3 years. I'm just waiting on a good time.
Oh my god, bro, one of my favorites. But then you got to go Old Granddad 113.
You mean 114?
My bad, 114. Old Granddad 114.
I keep one of those.
Old Granddad 114 is another one of my favorites. Another one of my favorites. So is that so? Let's talk about the higher proofs. Like, how high would you go if you plan on going, with a super high proof of bourbon? How high would you go? Would you go past 113?
So I think personally, I probably wouldn't go past 113. This is without doing it, right? This is without trying. This is just like thoughts. Now, let's say I pull it off and it's at 57 or something like that when I pull it off the barrel.
Right. Because for those who don't know, this right here. 50%, this is 50%. This is 50%. In a gorgeous bottle, also.
Thank you, my brother.
Beautiful bottle. Beautiful bottle.
Thank you.
I was gonna bring shout out to my boy Shadow, man. Shout out to my boy. Early Times. That's another favorite classic of mine. But it gotta be. It can't be the metal cap. It got to be the black cap. The black cap. Yeah. Early Times. That is classic, hands down.
Agreed.
But go ahead. My bad.
So let's say I got it off at 57. I would just see what it's like, to be honest with you. I probably let the bourbon lead me a little bit on that, because I think the thing is, again, about coming off at that proof, like, it's not about what happens right then. Like, if you get let's just say is it ODG? Yeah, ODG.
Mm-hmm.
You pour it, 20 minutes later, it's not the same. Like, if you pour it into a glass 20 minutes later, it doesn't taste the same.
Right.
You pour it on an ice cube, 30 minutes later, that's not the same bourbon. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the same thing anymore. So it's one of those things where, if it was for me to do it, if I was like, I'm gonna do a high proof, I'm gonna do one, but cask strength, right?
Mm-hmm.
The bourbon would have to pass a test for me personally where I would have to taste the transcendence of that bourbon over time.
Mm-hmm.
And if I liked how it transcended, like if I dropped a couple drops of water to see if it bloomed into a way that I liked, if after letting it open up for like 20-30 minutes on its own, did it turn into something that I liked and I enjoyed? If I put it on an ice cube and I let it dilute over time slowly, did it turn into something I enjoyed? If it doesn't pass those kinds of tests, I probably wouldn't release it like that, because that's the kind of experience that I'm thinking about, because that's what I do when I drink. So that's the same thing I want. Not necessarily you have to do with my spirit, but that's the goal in mind, right? Like if you're gonna go mix it with some Coca and Dr. Pepper, please come hang out. I'm gonna still pour it up with you. I'm not gonna tell you, it's meant for you. But if you're like, hey Eddie, how would you do it? Well, this is what I would try.
You're right.
You know? Maybe put a little brown sugar syrup in it and just let it hang out with itself for a little bit, see what happens. And if it can't turn into that, because that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a sipping whiskey experience. So if I'm going to do something unfiltered, uncut, straight from the barrel, all I did was take the wood chips out, then I want to make sure when you get it, I can tell you like, hey, this is what I've tried. This is how it happened for me. And I probably would even put that on the bottle itself. I'd be like, hey, look, I did this for this time. This is what I got. This for this time. This is what I did. That way it gives you a place to start with, because I think that's the thing about cask strength like bourbon. Like it just looks dangerous to people. People see 56%, 55%, 53%, and they think, oh my God, I'm gonna die. Like, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Who did this? Like, it's already hard for a lot of people at like 40% for like Jack Daniels. People be like, oh my God, I can't do it. I'll be looking at people like, hey, don't do that.
Right.
Don't do that. Don't do that in front of me.
Right.
Don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's the experience, because I think a lot of things that I want to do with Pagoda, it's deeper. It's not shallow. It's not on the surface. I'm not just trying to put another party bourbon out there for people, or even a celebrity bourbon out there for people to just buy because they were like, ooh, I want to make something. Yeah. Like, it's not that. I want something that people turn into a cultural experience. I want people to be like, no. I celebrate with this. I do my wins with this. When we lose a king, I toast this. When we lose a queen, I toast with this. When we got a new baby in the house, we toast with this. So everybody just graduated college, just got a new master's, maybe a doctorate. You know, we moving from, the 10% tax bracket to the 20% tax bracket. Right. Cash like that. Like, toast with this. Like, this is something, my granddaddy did this for my daddy when I was young, and now I'm doing it for my kids. Like, I want it to be something that becomes an emotional experience for people. I don't want it to be like it's a quick sip and we good. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
if you're trying to take them on a journey, right?
Absolutely.
It's all about the journey. And I get that. I definitely get that. So, I mean, like as far as your plans right now, I had to say, where do you see Pagoda in the next 5 years? Because I know as entrepreneurs, we always think ahead of time. Yeah. And we always think like, where do I see my brand in 2 years? Where do I see us in 5 years, 10 years? Yeah. So I want to know, where do you see Pagoda in the next 5 years?
So next 5 years, I hope we are officially breaking ground on an incubator estate. That's what I want Pagoda to be. Okay. When I think of Pagoda, I visually see a pagoda, right? And it's on land, it's on the grounds. You can come hang out. The first level is an adventurers guild. There's a bunch of people roaming, touring, coming through, hanging out, sharing stories. And it's all about the transfer of knowledge. That's what I want Pagoda to be. I want it to be the Library of Alexandria, like a place where you come because we have the knowledge, right? Right. Whether it's whiskey, brandy, beer, wine, beekeeping, agriculture, ranching, farming, like whatever it is, we do it at the estate, and that's the knowledge center. It's the nucleus, right? Mm-hmm. And that's what I want Pagoda to be. So in 5 years, I'm working right now on just like getting a bigger space in general, But that's what I want. I need like at least like 20 to 30 acres just so I can have enough land to start growing my own grains, getting the maltsters to malt my grain for me, kind of thing, working with people that way, getting like enough land so the bees can be out there and I can like have the bees on site, and then being able to do all my activations, because that's like the bread and butter of what it is. It's an experience, right? So if you can come to the estate and it can be an experience inside of another world, right? Like I'm an anime guy, right? So my whole identity with Pagoda is Afro-Japanese, but it's not Afro-Japanese like not like Sosuke, right? Where it's like
the Black Samurai.
It's not the Black Samurai. Like it's not like, that's what I'm saying. It's more than that. Think of like,
it's more than that.
Yeah, think of not don't think of it like, black people came to Japan and then they left. Think about it. What happens if like black people never left Japan?
Right. Yeah.
What does that look like? That's what I want Pagoda to be. I want it to be like, no. We here. The diaspora didn't just like vanish. We set up shop and we made it our own. And that's the idea. I want it to be the same principles of like, where space takes up space. Like it's a solid thing. You don't have to fill it because, there's nothing there. The nothingness itself is a solid, right? I want it to be wabi, where the perfection of imperfection is beautiful, right? I want it to be an experience where you show honor to your elders and you remember your ancestors. Like I want all those things to be wrapped into this, because that's what we're missing. As far as a people, as far as a culture, there's always this lack of like, people can't always, and I want to say that people cannot always, but if you are uneducated in the ways of history and understanding how history unfolds over time, you do feel a little alienated and isolated as a black person in America, black or brown, whichever way you want to go about it, right? Because if you're not looking to go find those cultural connections, you don't see them every day. You don't realize it, because that's not the way America is built. America is built to whitewash things, so that way you don't necessarily feel like you're interconnected with everybody.
Right.
You are, but you don't really know how. And I think the thing that we're missing is there isn't an informational hub. Like we got cities, you got DC, you got Atlanta, you got Chicago, New York, all these places that have like a huge heritage and a huge black population where people did do things. But then you got places like Tulsa, Oklahoma that just got wiped off the face of the earth. But because not too many people from Tulsa survived and talked about it, went somewhere else, took the knowledge they had, built something else, it just vanishes.
It vanished, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just vanishes. So what I want Pagoda to be in 5 years is a place where it's like, no, it's a cornerstone. It's a bedrock. It's not going to vanish. It's not going to fall apart. It's not going to get burnt to the ground. It's not going to be somewhere that you just heard about on whispers and never could find. It's going to be Mecca. That's what I want it to be, right? And in 10 years, I want to be like running the shit out of Mecca. I mean, Mecca to be like, damn, boy, Mecca on 10 right now. But that's what I want Pagoda to be, bro. I want it to be a place where the knowledge gets transferred, the ancestors exist, we keep it together, and people can come and you can learn. Because I think that's the biggest pitfall in a lot of things that go on in the world with our communities. You don't know because you never seen anyone else do it. Right. There have been thousands of master distillers that were black, but you only know of Uncle Nearest. Hell, Freddie at Buffalo Trace is a black man. Like, he is a black man. Yeah. I did not know Freddie was a black man until I met Freddie last year. I work in spirits. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But how many people how many people can tell me right now, like, hey, I knew that the master distiller of Buffalo Trace Distillery, Buffalo Trace, was an African-American man who also learned it from his dad.
I found that out during COVID. That was actually crazy when I found that out.
But that's still like in the last 5 years of life.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a we all grew up. We all knew this. We knew this story. We heard this before. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is a unknown thing. And you know what? Because my boy is not running around trying to be like a publicist about it. He's not running around like, hey, look at me. I'm the guy. Pay attention to me. He's just a normal human being doing what he doing what he loves, which is wonderful. It's great. I wish there was a place where he could pass that information down to people like me, People who, when I was in college, thinking about doing whiskey, thinking about doing spirits, was looking around and only saw white faces, only saw white names. I in 2009, I couldn't tell you one black brand that was making a true spirit, not like Nouveau, not Hypnotic, not any of these little mixed drinks, these cordials. Like that's a brand, and
Right.
there's a man or woman of African American descent, Hispanic American descent, culturally diaspora, whatever you want to say, that's making it, and they're making it, and it's good. It tastes amazing, and they're not compromising on the integrity of what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Like I couldn't tell you that in 2009, but
Yeah.
I think that's what I want Pagoda to be in 5 years. In 2031, I want people to be like, "Oh, I knew about Eddie. I heard about Eddie. I heard about Pagoda. I know who that guy is. Yeah, he's cool. He does these things. He does this. He does that. He does that." Yeah, like like how they make you do the book reports during Black History Month. I hope someone does a book report on me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
there's a black guy out there doing some stuff.
Yeah.
That
I
guy.
feel it, bro. I feel it. I feel it, man. It's just that just leaving behind that basically like that legacy because
Legacy.
it's legacy. It's legacy, and I think that it's like in even when it comes to the cigar game, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, of course, people. I'm not no big name with cigar reviews, but I've been doing cigar reviews for a while now.
Yeah.
And so, I wanted to be more than just someone to just do cigar reviews. You get what I'm saying? Like when I come and just doing this show, it's not all about just just the cigar because it's just the cigar is what creates the conversation, and the cigar keeps the conversation going.
Yeah.
It's just something that it brings everybody. I still feel this way. If everybody had a cigar in their hand, if you're of age, not children,
Yes.
not
Agreed.
children. If you are of
Agreed.
age, I think that if everyone were to chill out, smoke a cigar, and talk, I think a lot of shit wouldn't. So I think that could solve a lot of issues and a lot of problems.
I mean, but I think I 100% agree. I feel like it's it's that community aspect that it's communal, right? Like that's what it is. It's people coming together. It's the same reason why the peace pipe was around. You know what I'm saying? It's the same reason why Native Americans did this. Like it wasn't about I'm better than you. This is only for select people. This is only for select things. It was celebratory. It was as a community we come together. As a community, I had a good day today. My boyfriend didn't have a good day today. Let's smoke the cigar and let's talk it out. Because you know what? In 2 weeks, I'm not gonna have a good day, and my boyfriend gonna have the best day. And you know what? I hope my friend Fred is willing to bear my burdens the same way I bear his burdens on his bad days. Because that's what makes the community one. That's what makes us make sure, like, hey, I got your back. And I think in all things, let me not even say all things. I think in a lot of things that have some form of culinary experience, whether it's food, whether it's desserts, whether it's alcohol, wine, beer, cigars, chocolate, like whatever it is, right? I think that's the point, right? Like that's the idea, and that's the point. It's about community. It's about, hey, the world really isn't as bad as we are being told it is.
Yeah.
And if you really wanted to make a change in it or put, your best foot forward, however you want to say it, right? It's really more about sharing the experience than it is about just having the best experience.
For real. That's real.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. I totally agree. Man. And so, I mean, so when it also, I got a question too about, when people sign up, and again, if you want to, if anyone is interested in shopping with Pagoda, trying Pagoda, sign up for a membership. That's where you get your, that's where you're going to get you a bottle of Pagoda. It's drinkpagoda.com. Sign up for a membership. Listen, it is good as fuck. This is how the bottle looks for those who don't know. Beautiful bottle. Now, I got to ask. Now, Japanese culture. Let's just talk about the promo. Let's talk about the promo video. Right, let's talk about the promo video. Subarashi.
Yeah, I was in my garage recording that shit. I was like, this gonna be hard.
That was lit, bro. That was lit. Now I gotta ask you, like, so it will like it. Are you like? Is it going to be something like creative to where like a certain tier gets like a mask that was similar? You know what I'm saying? Like something. You know what I'm saying? Like because like it is, or like a mask like for like the box, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, something like that. Is that something that you've been thinking about? Like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like since you like it's fully wrapped in that Japanese culture, and like the presentation, you have a little bit of a taste of that Japanese culture. So is that something that's going to be like in the works, something like that?
Yeah. So before I start, I'm gonna tell everybody this now. drinkpagoda.com. Go sign up for a membership if you'd like to be a member. If you don't want to be a member, that's cool. The price tag ain't, if it ain't for you, cool. There's a free membership called the Guild, Guild, the Guild. You'll see it on it. It says join the Guild. Please submit. I will add you to the Guild when we start doing quests. So to answer your question, absolutely, there's going to be that. That's absolutely part of it, because what I want to turn it into is an adventurers guild. But I want to. You've seen Naruto?
Yeah.
So you know about the Anbu, like the Anbu, the assassins, right? Like the ninjas with the mask. So essentially, like there are going to be like events where we do is called with the Onis, because the Onis are going to be like the inner circle of that group, and they're all going to have masks. And what I want to do is we're going to have like cocktail parties, things like that, where the bartenders and the hosts, they all people who work for Pagoda, they're going to have masks on. We'll sell masks sometimes as like artifacts, or there'll be like artifact drops for like quests, and you'll be able to get a mask like for your monthly quest that month, or quarter, or however it is. Because the idea is to take the personification of this brand archetype called Trap Yakuza. That's me, right? So that's me in the mask. But I want to take it and make it not necessarily androgynous, where it's like you can't tell if it's a boy or a girl, but I want to take it to where it's not something that's strictly tied to just me. I want it to be like an ideal that's being personified by me at the moment, but anyone with the mask can then take on the ideal, right? Anyone with the mask can take on the persona. Anyone with the mask can take on the voice. Anyone with the mask can take on the cultural, the bringing people together, the context. Because if you notice, that's the first video I've done like that where I actually speak. All the other videos where I have the mask on,
you don't say nothing.
I don't speak, because the whole point was it wasn't to give away dialogue. I feel like in this time in life, there's so much information out there, brother. Like you can just drown in the information nowadays, right? There isn't that much context given to things. It's always, here's exactly what I want you to do. Here's exactly what I want you to buy. Here's exactly where I want you to go. Here's exactly what I want you to say. Here's exactly what I want you to wear. Here's exactly what I want you to do. It's all there. There isn't any like masquerade. Show up and be the best you. Be a different you. Ooh, what's going on? There's no mystery to life. It's all, I can just use AI and I can find out everything I want to do right now. I want to bring a little bit back of the subtext of life. Body language used to be 70% of how people communicated. Nowadays, people don't even look at each other no more. They be on their phones and sending emojis. Like you can't even tell what someone's really thinking, because half the time they texting you, and you can read a text message in any voice you want to read it in.
Right.
You don't even know if they was yelling or not. They just spoke in all caps.
Yeah. And that might be how they text.
Look at me. They could be silent. They could just be like, all caps, So to answer the question, yes, the mask will be a thing. The mask that I have, I don't know if I'll be able to get more of those, because those are hand carved from a guy in Japan. What's his name? Hiro Matsuri-san. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find his thing. But I had to wait like 2 years to get on his waiting list to get that mask made.
Ooh.
So,
and I'm hoping that I'm gonna tell you, that mask looks exactly like the mask that was in Demon Slayer.
It does. It does.
Just like it. Now, again, for those who are not into anime, I'm sorry, you're not going to catch it. but
it's okay.
if it's okay though, it's okay. It's okay. We still love you.
We
But
do.
listen,
All love.
listen.
But yeah, so that's the point.
It's
I
fire.
want to do. You ever seen Tokyo Ghoul?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want it to be. Where like once you start getting a part of the initiation and you get like past like level 1, level 2, right? Where I'd be like, okay, you really about this. You really part of the group. You want to come and hang, and you want to be more than just, a part of the frill. You want to actually be in the core of it. And yeah, we're gonna put you on the 2-year wait list, and we're gonna get you a mask made just for you. Like that's what I want it to be.
That's fire.
That's how I want it to be.
That's fire. Because I mean, those masks, they're not easy to make. Like I know, like it takes a special type of wood, and you know what I'm saying. Just like it's a special thing. Like it's a special.
It's not cheap at all. It's not a plastic. It's not a 3D print. Granted, I'm gonna get some 3D printed or maybe like some cast resin, made just to be cool, just to make some if I need to make some quickly. But when people are getting into the top tiers of like the guild and in the membership, no, we're gonna get you a mask made. Don't worry, we're gonna get you a mask made. Don't worry, it's gonna be nice.
Fire. That's fire, bro. That's fire. That's fire. That's fire. All right, listen. So we got 4 minutes left before we end the show. So one thing we thrive on here on this show is men's mental health. It's really important. You know what I'm saying? It's very important. So man to man, I have to ask you, brother, how are you doing mentally, physically, emotionally? How are you doing?
I'm fucked right now, to be completely honest with you, bro. I'm not in a good space at all.
Yeah.
Like I said, I had the house fire on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I had the house fire because I took the car to get the check engine light checked out and forgot to turn the stove off. So when I got back from getting the check engine light checked, the house was on fire. Then Thursday, got word from the guy at the dealership it's gonna cost like $5,000 to get the car fixed. So I'm already going through the house stuff. Now I'm going through the car stuff. At work, they transitioned all my peer group into different work portfolios and then put all the work that 5 of us were all doing into one person. I'm like, all right, that don't seem wise at all. There's no pay up, like no pay increase at all. It's just living. On top of that, I'm a black man in America. I got all girls. Right? Married. And
shout out to my nieces. Shout out to my
nieces. They're amazing. That's why I was late to the call today, because we woke up this morning, nobody was having a good day. I was like, we got to get out the house. Yeah, I got to get up to do something. I'm trying to figure out how to make them okay, because they said that they can't go back home right now. Like it feels like a lot of time I feel like the whole world is. I feel like Atlas, bro. I be feeling like Atlas, bro. And every now and then I just be like, can somebody bring me an apple? Just hold it there while I hold up everything. Just hold the apple so I can just take a couple bites. I'm gonna be good. I can hold the weight. It's just, is there anybody out there thinking about me? Right. I'm saying. Like I feel like that's a lot of how I feel. So yeah. I don't know. I mean, I know, things come, things go. It's not always bad. It's not always the worst. But I also think like when it comes to being a man, like it is a stigma about fuck you complaining for? You the man. Right. Anna, figure it out. Do what you got to do. And I think it just sucks because there are times where it's like I really just wish like I ain't have to do that. Like the same way everybody gets or let me not say the same way, but like the way my wife and my kids get the luxury to like cry about it. They get the luxury to like put their feelings off on people to get it out. I can't do that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's part of like, I'm pretty sure that's part of like why I feel the way I feel at the moment. But it's just difficult, bro. I think, I don't know. And I ain't trying to call up a group of niggas and then go get some cigars and whiskey and be like, let me cry with you real quick, bro. I just got to get it out, dog. Everybody wants something from me, bro. And I ain't got nothing for nobody, dog. God damn, bro.
Yeah.
But this generally how I be feeling
Yeah,
all the time.
yeah. Sorry, I was going for so long, guys. Man, my phone is giving me a nightmare because it's at like 7%, and I've been running around.
Was you being froggy, bro? It's cool if you was being
Nah.
I'm not mad at you, bro. I told you from the hour. It's 8:30 to 10:30. What is it? It's 8:40. So
Whoa. It's 9:40 where I'm at.
So you already an hour in. Okay.
Hey, listen now. Did you introduce him to the battle toad, the white frog himself?
No, I did not.
The snow frog.
Bro, I didn't, bro. We were talking about some mental health stuff, bro. I ain't
listen. Okay.
But no, Eddie, listen. I'm gonna tell you something. So I'm gonna send you the link to the Discord, bro. Anytime you want to hop in. Anytime you want to hop in, you got some time to spare. You know what I'm saying? Smoke a cigar, if you can. You don't even have to smoke a cigar, but just get in. You know what I'm saying? Talk. I forgot. My bad. I did not. I should have already sent you the link. My bad, bro. It's been a lot going on my end, but I'm definitely gonna send you the link so you can hop in that Discord, bro. And anytime you want to talk, bro, you already know you can call me. You already know that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you already know.
Listen,
Negro, you have my address personally.
That's
you know
true.
You come to the crib, bro.
I don't even know your address by heart. I just know how to get to your house.
I know, but that's crazy because that's what everybody, bro. That's everybody. Hey,
but you know what? But here's the thing. That right there is a definition of true friendship. You know, so like in my crew, it's 8 of us, 8 of my boys that I grew up in New Rochelle with. And, I think in your crew, you have a certain somebody in that crew that you can call for a specific reason.
Yeah, I feel that.
So like, if I'm down or if I'm struggling mentally, I call my boy Lamar. That's my guy. Not mentally, but as far as being a father, I call him. Like if it's about making some money, I'll call my boy Jay.
Yeah, I got you.
If I'm having girl troubles, I call my boy Jamal.
Or me.
Yeah. I, like if it's something to do with like ideas and just crazy shit, I call my boy Brandon. Because like he's very artistic. Like if it's about the Cowboys, I call my boy Paul because he a Cowboy fan.
Not a Cowboys fan. Boy, hang it up.
What? Where you from, boy?
Bro, hey, listen. He don't stay too far from me. So, but he's not a Cowboys fan.
I'm from Dade County, bro.
Okay.
Oh man.
Liberty City in the house.
Hey, come on! I'm straight out of Ovalaka, bro. 23rd.
Avenue.
We was out there, boy. We was out there, boy. What you mean?
Now, Eddie. Now, are you a fan of the U?
What? Of course.
Throw that motherfucker you up right now. You let Fred know what time it is.
No, Eddie, don't listen to shit that he's saying because due to technical difficulties, he has to be an Auburn fan.
Now listen. Now listen. I'm a Cane, but the assistant head coach at Auburn, the strength coach at Auburn, his dad is my friend.
So you just like
listen.
Like he is screaming obligation because it feels like an obligation.
He's screaming. No, Eddie. He has to permanently now. He has to scream out War Eagle.
Listen. I want my boy to do well because I want him to get paid. The better Auburn do, the more my boy get paid. And shout out to my boy Frank from Dogs Inc. He's having his first grandson or granddaughter.
Shout out to Frank, man.
Shout out to Frank. But like listen, Fred, it's all about that motherfucking you and your sorry school. in your sorry school.
Hey, you better. Hey, don't you ever?
I'm gonna say it.
Texas Southern University, boy. Don't you ever? And listen, Eddie. Listen,
look at Eddie.
Wait, hold on,
shaking his head.
No.
Eddie's shaking his head right now.
Eddie can't listen. Eddie was right across the street at U of H, so we family. We cousins.
No. First, U of H is a different school from Texas. You know.
Hey, we across the street, bro. If we had events,
what?
Also, wait, hold on. Also, Eddie is a Kappa, bro. He's a noob. So any time Texas Southern had something, where was Eddie at? He was coming right across the street.
I was at the Tiger walking at the natatorium.
I will say this. This is like somebody from Florida A&M claiming Florida State.
Brett, what?
I don't.
They right next door to each other.
Yes. I mean, okay, so I get exactly what you're saying. I'm not, but I don't know if either of us are trying to claim it. What I'm saying is, I'm born and raised in Miami, Florida, Opelika. I did not go back to college and from Florida because my parents told me there were certain stipulations about it.
Listen, all I say is this, Fred. You see this shit right here. You see it right here.
Mr. Moore and Mrs. Moore.
I agree. However, my times at U of H were 100% funded. Just 100% funded by TSU nightlife. Like, we had a great time.
What? Tell him again. Bro, he be shitting on my school like we ain't shit, man.
Now, I'm gonna tell you, academically, I have no idea what they're producing, nor do I know athletically what they're producing. I do know if you want a good time, the Tiger Walk, the natatorium, the theater, the theater when they do the comedy show, and the student center. I mean, it's
a time. Now I will say this, bro. I'm very, very, very much so impressed with how Texas Southern has, like, as far as their students. Like, they have done a fantastic job. They've gotten they get better each year. So I have to send a shout out to my alma mater. I because
I'm happy for you. Do you?
Hey, man, they're doing very, very well academically. They're doing very well.
Beautiful. I'm so happy. I couldn't tell you how U of H is doing. I do know the Space City Noops is still Space City Noops, world famous baby. And the Lambda ain't going nowhere. So as long as them boys
you're right about it. Space City is still Space City, man.
Hey, I'm good with that. Space City to the death of me, boy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, but listen. I again, Eddie, I'm telling you, anytime you want to hop in the Discord, or I'm just a phone call away.
For sure.
You already know. But I do, anybody that has questions about Pagoda, want to know more about Pagoda, that's why I want to add you into the Discord. You get in there, anybody that has questions about it and all the other good stuff, but also just because we talk a lot. It's this show, we talk cigars, sports, life. That's what we talk about: cigars, sports, and everything else up under the sun. So the same thing how we talk here, same way we talk in the Discord, but it's a little bit more. Yeah, because we got Eno and Darshan, so it gets a lot of bit of a freaky frog fest up in that motherfucker, but it's definitely fun. And shout out to Peter. Shout out to Peter and Cigars Unbanded, man. Shout out to Unbanded crew. We love y'all.
Driving for Uber Eats right now.
Listen, I don't know what Eno is doing. I don't know if Eno is being a freaky frog right now. I don't know. Probably. But okay. It is what it is. He said, how'd I get thrown into this, Darshan? You already know how you got thrown into this.
I hit the wrong shit. First of all, Fred, you are not gonna go and disframe me. I was talking for like 2 minutes. And I'm like, these motherfuckers ain't responding. Listen, I'm a good Christian man. All right.
I didn't say you weren't.
I am a saint.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry.
I am a saint.
The wholesome freaky frog. Just put it. Okay. Just put wholesome in front of it. The godly freaky frog. Like that don't change the freaky frog in the freaky frog.
That don't mean every now and again I don't turn into to Bishop Jamal Bryant every now and again.
Look, shout out to Mr. Bell. Mr. Bell said, "There goes the lie." Oh man! Also Peter, like I gotta, shout out to Peter because Peter he's a collector. He's always he's really, really like his whiskey bourbon collection is top notch.
Insane.
I really, if I get a chance, I want to send Peter a sample of your bourbon because
take everything Peter say with a grain of salt.
Oh my God, the Peter. Listen, because he said Peter got eagle mouth because Peter's an Eagles fan, so he said Peter got eagle mouth.
But if he enthusiast and he's got a collection, and then he also
I can't even say that because this guy's an Eagle fan.
Who's an Eagle fan?
He's not an Eagle fan.
That's what he just said earlier.
No, Eddie never said he was an Eagles fan, bro.
He never clean. He ain't clean the Cowboys.
Why? Stop that.
I'm just saying.
I don't know why you claim the Cowboys.
Oh, come on.
Listen.
I'm not trying to dog nobody. I'm just saying, don't be out here talking about people because they ain't. Let me put like this. Y'all ain't won a championship in 10 years. There's a couple teams out there that's done it. I'm not saying don't love your team.
Shut up, Darshawn. You're a Colts fan. Get out of here, bro. This is
I don't know about them Colts either,
this is
bro.
our team.
Y'all want to figure out
Hey, listen. Fred, I will say this. Their schedule release was fire. They did The Simpsons. That's the only thing good they ever did.
Okay. I guess.
I mean, I think that's beautiful. What they record gonna be like at the end of the year?
It's gonna be a 3-win season.
Hey, look, hey, shout out to Mr. Bell. Okay. Mr. Bell said, "Get up off my Cowboys." Thank you, Mr. Bell.
Thank you, Mr. Bell.
Thank you, Mr. Bell.
I would just tell you, if you're trying to make money, the Cowboys are where it's at to make money. If you want to have a team that has a winning record, at least like 5 years in a row, I don't know. Maybe take your coin somewhere else.
Hey, listen. Now, I would say this to give credit to that fat shit Mike McCarthy. He had 12 wins every year.
I agree.
Hey, Peter said, how's White Castle?
Don't be out there eating them White Castle burgers,
What the burger? Yo, it's a New York stable, man.
Bro, first off, I've been to White Castle. Them not burgers, bro. I don't know what them. They look like they rolled out the ground beef as thin as possible and then just punched it.
Sliders, bro.
And punched it like this, and then just put them between two pieces of bread. They ain't even like Hawaiian rolls. They like whatever off-brand rolls they are. Like they're not.
They're not Hawaiian rolls either.
Am I loud?
Hi, hello, sister-in-law. Love you.
Oh my God!
Right
now we're talking about. Yeah, he already talking about. He's doing something.
Shout out to Mr. Moore, man. Shout out to Mr. Moore, man. One of the coolest dudes ever, man.
They say he's watching boxing right now.
I
need to move.
Oh my Lord.
I appreciate it.
Look, y'all. All right, y'all. Check it out. So listen, we about to end this off. Eddie, stay on. Don't hop off. We about to end this up here, man. Check it out, y'all. We'll see y'all next week, same place, same time. Now, also check it out.
Hey, did you ask how I'm doing mentally? You don't know if I'm mentally broken, Fred?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
You are
living your best life. You're talking down on the Eagles fans. Your Cowboys just got 2 new draft picks that were looking really good, and you eat White Castle, bro. You live it right now. Don't play.
Hey, listen. Don't nothing hit like some murder burgers at 2 a.m.
All right. Go ahead, bro. How you doing mentally, physically, emotionally?
I was doing good until I felt like my brother didn't care about my mental health. I was doing good. I was okay. I was in good spirits.
Whoa.
I was in good spirits.
Well, see, look, Mr. Bell said he's mentally crazy. So
listen, Mr. Bell, when you have a cup of water in the Bronx, that's what happened to you.
That's crazy work. That's crazy work, bro.
Water
oh my God, bro, how you doing mentally, physically, emotionally?
Know what, man? I'm up and down, man. Honestly, up and down, man. A lot of up and down this week, man. I'm still like
about it in Discord, motherfucker.
Yeah, no, man. It's kind of coming to that point where it's like, like my mom is pushing me to the brink, man. It's like, and then it like as much as I can go up and talk to my brothers about it and try to get them to see to understand. Like I realize that they're not used to seeing their mother this way.
Right.
So, so it's like, so in my mindset, I'm always like, I'll carry the burden for them. Cause that's how I am.
Well, I mean, you the oldest, right? You the big brother. So
it's like
they looking to you to hey, big brother, like, you the big brother, handle that.
Well, you know what? Here's my thing though, man. It's like my thing at first was like, cause they have room for, so it's like they have room for, and it's just like listen, man, like I need I'm going to Tampa in 2 weeks. I'm going to be gone for 5 to 6 days.
Yeah, and also, man, shout out to you, man, for your son graduating. I know you. I know you're on cloud 9 about it, bro.
Oh, you know why I'm on cloud 9? Because I text his mother on Thursday and said I got 2 more weeks. But you know what
no, you did not.
You damn right I did.
I'm about the goddamn child support. Goddamn.
Hey, listen. now you know that Vince Carter meme where he's sitting there crying. That was I sent to that meme. Saying I got 2 weeks left.
2 weeks left.
And she, and know what? Nah, but no way. I was joking with it, but you know what? But she was like, and this the best. This the best thing about her crazy ass. She was like, she's like, you're a great father. She was like, we did it. And I'm like, yes. I'm like, we did do it. We got our son into college. We did it. We did a good job. And she was like, and then she always put, oh, that's still my baby. I said, he ain't goddamn baby no more. He a grown ass man. Let the boy go.
No, let him go. He ain't no grown ass man. He's just 18 and about to get no. He's not a grown ass man.
Listen,
he's not no
he's
grown
a man
ass
now.
Man. He's. I put it at 18. You're partial. You're still a little speck of a man. You ain't touched real manhood yet. You're still wet behind the motherfucking ears.
Nah.
Listen, one thing I gotta say.
Shit, yo, I got 1%. I love you guys,
man. Hey, I love you too, dog. I love you too.
Right.
I just gotta say this, man. One thing I gotta say, bro. I know a lot of people say when their kids turn 18, they grown. That they're not.
They're not.
They're not. They're not grown. They're not grown. They're still kids trying to. It's 18.
They just kids.
18. Keyword.
No more freedom and a whole lot more like. Not even responsibility, but consequences.
Mm-hmm.
That is what it is. They actually can see some real consequences, but they are still children, man. I remember being 18. I was a kid.
Yeah, you still a kid. I wasn't
that big.
Yeah, you're pushed at 18, bro. You're pushed to to play this role of, okay, I'm grown as fuck now. And it's like you still don't you still wet behind the ears. You still don't know what the fuck going on in life. You still like, man, listen, especially us as men, I think, and this is just me, this is my opinion. I think us as men, we have to stop, of course we raise our boys to be better than us. But I say at 18, don't say that he a grown ass man, because at 18 you weren't. You know what I'm saying? You were still trying to figure shit out too. And 18 is the key word is teen. You're still a kid.
Yeah.
You're still a kid.
I will tell you, I'm gonna let you mess up a little bit more. I'll let you try to bear the weight a little bit more.
Facts. Yeah.
Because you gotta toughen up. You gotta
to
get it.
Yeah.
But you're not on your own.
Yeah, you're not on your own. Just know I'm as a father, I'm still right there. I'm still right there to help you along the way. But you're not grown. That you listen, it's just that's what they labeled you in the world as. Okay, well, you're 18, you get a little bit more freedom to do this and do that.
That's it.
But
you're
still a kid.
You're not a man until you're not a man until you know what it's like to have to provide for somebody.
Facts.
And like provide, whether it's with obligation or willingly, but like provide regardless. Until you know what it's like to have to see it through, whatever that thing is, to see it through. You ain't really a man until that happens, because that's that storm you get shielded from. But that's the real that's the eye of the storm. That's the one you got to pass through and make it out on the other side. Can you deliver when you tired and sick? You're still getting up to make sure everybody else good. Like, can you make it happen? Yeah, you're gonna fall a little bit. You're gonna buckle a little bit, but you're gonna finish. You're gonna see it through.
There you go. Yeah,
it might take you a little while, but that's what being. I think that's what being a man is, because it's
sacrifice,
bro. It is, and I think they put that or at least let me not say they. Like, there's some ubiquitous person out there, but like it is that whole idea of it's on you now, but it's not. It's not. Yeah, because if it was on you now at 18, it should have been on you at 16. Because that's the only way at 18 you was gonna be ready for it. You can't be ready for it at 18 if it wasn't even on you before that.
Facts.
You know?
Facts. I totally agree with that. I think that when I think you become a man when you truly learn the meaning of sacrifice and what it takes to actually sacrifice something, to put something before you.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? Actually learning what it means to sacrifice, because as a father, we sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Like we sacrifice our mental health, our mental well-being, our bodies, our physical being. We sacrifice to make sure that we don't have, but we make sure that you have. Even if we don't have, but we gonna sacrifice to make sure that you have it.
Yeah.
That is what a man is.
Yeah, that's what a man is. A man is affording luxury to everyone but himself at times.
That's the actual factuals. That's the factuals right there, bro.
Do you afford luxury to a group of people, even when you don't have access to that luxury? Quite a man you are.
Right. For real. All right, listen, y'all. We got to end this show out, man. Eddie, man, I want to thank you for coming on, man. You listen. Anytime you want to come on, let me know. You're more than welcome.
For sure.
You're more than welcome. You know what I'm saying? Just this is just a little getaway for us to come together as brothers, as men, and to smoke a cigar, have a good conversation, and enjoy and enjoy a fellowship with one another. And I thank you. You know what I'm saying? Man, you already know we ain't too far from each other, boy. You pull up to the crib.
Yeah. No, it's a pleasure, brother.
You already know. So again, I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna send you. Shout out to Quincy, man. Quincy, I love this place, and man, I appreciate the support. We really appreciate the support. Now
Correct.
listen, we got some stuff coming up, y'all. If you go to go to our channel, you see we have the CEO of PCA coming up on June 3rd. And also on June 6th, we're gonna have Vance Taylor of Stoic Cigars come on, and then on July 11th, we got the one and the only Matt Booth of Room 101 Cigars coming on with us. So that's gonna be a fantastic show. And also we got some more stuff coming. We got some. I'm trying to get some stuff playing with some athletes to come on because we already had Joe Smith on. I'm trying to get some more. Trying to get some more guys to come on this show. So it's definitely gonna be a hell of a time. And so with that being said, y'all, next week is another free smoke session. Bring your smokes. Oh, and also if you're in the Discord, on March 20th, I mean I said March, on May 22nd, unpopular cigars. Bring your unpopular cigars that you think that that are really good, that people should know about and smoke. Bring that. And we're gonna talk about it in the Discord and all the other good shit. You already know we're gonna talk some shit in the Discord, so y'all know how that goes. Now, Pagoda, if you are interested in signing up for a membership, because that's the only way you get a Pagoda bottle, is through the membership. You sign up, you go to drinkpagoda.com. Drink Pagoda. Pagoda is Pagoda. Pagoda.com. Drink Pagoda. Drinkpagoda.com.
Yeah. It's all good, bro.
Drinkpagoda.com. Drinkpagoda got
This is like to count you up, bro.
look, if you say it 3 times fast, you're gonna fuck it up. Drinkpagoda.com. And get it, man. Listen, sign up for the membership. Also Eddie does events and stuff as well. If you're, especially around here, I'm sure it's in his plan to do some traveling, going to different places as well later on down the road. But if you are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, he is doing events and stuff for Pagoda around here. So to catch up with him, make sure you follow him on Instagram. It's Drink Pagoda on Instagram. Also his personal Instagram is
Faded Trey, baby.
Faded Trey. Of course, the Faded Trey.
Faded Trey, baby. What you mean?
Faded Trey on Instagram. Now that's faded. It's the number 3 in faded is the 3. The E is the 3.
It is.
The Faded Trey is his Instagram. So, but I also, check on Instagram. I have his name tagged and some stuff as well. Also, if you follow us on Instagram, I've tagged him, and I've tagged his personal Instagram and the bourbon Instagram on our videos as well. So make sure, Fred, I need to come over and smoke cigar for sure, bro. For sure. For sure, man. Let me know. But listen, y'all, this has been a great show. Eddie, I thank you again for hopping on with us, man. And shout out to everybody that's been watching on Instagram as well. We appreciate you. We'll see y'all next week, same place, same time. And I know Eno's not here. But boy say I'm in Glen Heights. Oh, we got many. We got hey, we used to hang out in Glen Heights. We knew some people that lived over there.
Yeah, my people still stay in Glen Heights.
Still stay in Glen Heights for sure. No, but for real, man. Listen, Eno's not here, so he gonna say it. I'm gonna say it for him. Tell a friend and tell a motherfucking friend. You already know the vibes. You already know what it is. Listen, stay lit, stay humble. Oh, that's my saying. Stay lit, stay humble, stay smoky. But stay lit, stay laughing. Avengers out. See y'all, man.
Appreciate you.